Hello and welcome everybody to Tempe, Arizona, where today we have the Cactus Classic underway in Arizona. South Mountain Sports bringing to you live action. Currently we're on Field B between two very solid teams for today. For Women's Club Lacrosse, we have BYU, or Birmingham Young, as most people know. BYU is 3-4 in conference play and 6-7 overall, entering this game against the underdogs against UC Santa Barbara. UC Santa Barbara is 3-1 in their conference play and 8-5 overall on the regular season. The favorites to win this game today. UC Santa Barbara looking to start out the Cactus Classic hot against the win against BYU. It's going to be a fun one here in Tempe, Arizona. Should be exciting. Face-off underway here in just a few moments. So far, getting squared off in the face-off zones. Number 27 for BYU. That'll be Delaney Harbert. And then also squaring off for University of Santa Barbara, we have number 10. That'll be Lauren Robertson, the defensive back. And so far, players getting ready in positions. It'll be a fun one. Again, we're bringing everything live to you on South Mountain Sports via YouTube. Referees getting things squared away. And a lot of action in here. We got 3 separate fields today with 3 separate games. There's a lot of things kind of happening in this Cactus Classic early on. I believe on the other field we have a game of ASU versus SDSU. That'll be on Field C. And another one happening on Field C. That'll be GCU versus OSU. Face-off happens. BYU now going for the ground ball. Scooped up. Trying to get past the midfield point. Currently holding it for BYU. That's number 7, Kate Johnson. She's running forward. One of the attackers for BYU. They go coast to coast. BYU now trying to play X. Kate Johnson doing a good job. Dishing it out to her middle midfielder, Hannah Nelson. Hannah trying to move on the inside. Great cut back. Doing some great work. Some great cradling. Staying at the top of the crease. Good job and a good spin move there too by Melina Hansen. She goes inwards. Gets stopped. Trying to set up a screen. BYU can't do anything with it. Dishing it back off to number 14. That's Sydney Sewell. Sydney falls to her knees. Kind of a hard angle from this one, but looked like Sydney might have gotten hit pretty hard there. I think guarding her was number 24 for University of Santa Barbara. That was Grace Davison. She was one of the midfielders. Looks like she took a hard shot to the shin. Hopefully everything is okay right there. BYU will bring in an early sub. Fans and parents alike all cheering. Always terrible to see a tournament kick off with an injury. Hopefully everything's okay. Now subbing in is number 33 for BYU. That's Belissa Gonzalez. She's one of the attackers for this BYU squad. Hopefully, again, everything okay. BYU trying to resume play here inside the crease. BYU's back to it. Referee signals. Here's the play now. Upcoming. Great solid movement by BYU handling. It's number 7. That's Kate Johnson again. Johnson now. Good cradle movements along the fan. Trying to do a good job finding an open teammate. Can't do it. Grace Davison with some tight defensive play. Ground ball, however, trying to get scooped back up by BYU. Scrambling forward and finally into the possession of Santa Barbara. They lose it again. BYU controls. BYU losing it. Santa Barbara finally getting possession. Santa Barbara now trying to be on the attack. Doing a good job moving forward. Number 11 handling it. That's Brooke Ellis, one of the midfielders for the Santa Barbara squad. A little bit of mismatch play. Everybody gets in formation. Passing it off to number 13. That's MK Colleran. Colleran dishes this one back to their other midfielder. That's number 29, Grace Emery. Handling it well. Trying to move along the right end of the crease. Dishing this one back out to number 10. That's Lauren Robertson. She's trying to move on the inside, can't do anything with it. Tried to go for a centering pass, however, nobody there. This one gets fumbled around. Santa Barbara trying to stay in control. Dishing this one across the mid-side, and a great block there by BYU. BYU doing a good job to stop. I believe that was number 16 for Santa Barbara. That was Kia Kofid. She did a great job trying to move on the inside. Found an open lane on the crease, but BYU goalkeeper doing a great job. That's Anna Kreppel. Now moving in on the inside, number 11 for UC Santa Barbara. And looks like we'll have an early goal here by UCS Santa Barbara. Great job there by, I believe that was number 23. That was Hannah Kang. She did a great job moving in on the inside. Beautiful movement. Apologies about that. University of Santa Barbara goes up early on. And University of Santa Barbara doing a good job getting on the scoreboard early. BYU now in a 1-0 deficit. Still decent amount of time remaining here in the first period of play. And face-off upcoming. Dishing it over. Looks like we'll have an early face-off. And this will be given to BYU. BYU now taking it forward. Number 17 handling it. That's Amelia Henderson, midfielder. This one, number 27. That's Mia Chambers. Another midfielder for BYU. Ground ball movement. UCSB picking this one up. Handling it's number 11. That's going to be Brooke Ellis. Ellis handling it. Passing this one over to number 10. That's Jackie Entz. Entz dissing this one over to number 29. That's Grace Amiri. Grace handling it now on the right end of the crease. Trying to move on the inside part of the arc. Just going to alternate all the way behind the goalkeeper. Trying to get a centering pass. Will this back out to the fan. Handling it's number 24. Grace Davison. Dishing it back in to Ellis. Ellis handling it in on the top of the box. MK Colleran holding it now. Again, another dish to Emery. Emery will pass this one along the right side. Santa Barbara can't handle it. This will get almost past the outside of the box, but getting it right back, that's going to be Grace Davison. Davison now trying to make a dash on the inside part of the crease. She throws it. BYU can't get it. And barely tipped out. A great block by BYU. Stops a potential goal for UCSB. And now a lot of fighting happening in front of the crease. Santa Barbara trying to handle it, but BYU kicks it away. This will be given right back to BYU. And now BYU back into having possession. Moving this along the left end of the field. Number 21 handling it. That's Abby Deegan. Abby Deegan dishes this one back to Whitney Esplin. Esplin trying to move forward. Great defense, however, by Kia Kofred. Now a 16-on-16 matchup. BYU trying to handle it well. This is poke checked away. University of Santa Barbara has a 3-on-3 attack. Moving forward, it's number 11. That's going to be Brooke Ellis. Ellis will dish on the inside. And here's a bounce shot, and she gets it. And number 11 for University of Santa Barbara, Brooke Ellis, gets her team back in the scoring column and gives herself an early goal. And a beautiful goal there. That was a great pick by the University of Santa Barbara, taking that one away. Santa Barbara just was able to get on a fast break opportunity, had a mismatch, and they capitalized. 2-0, University of Santa Barbara. Great job there. Face up again, upcoming. 2-0 is the score now. Getting things squared away. University of Santa Barbara trying to take this away. BYU still winning the majority of face-offs. Number 5, that's going to be Tessa Fry. She gets this one. BYU trying to move up on the inside. Still handling it around midfield. Nice pass, however, over to Abigail Hooper. This one gets loose. UC picks it up. Now a one-on-one opportunity. Handling it's number 16. That's Kia Kofred. She's trying to dish on the inside. A great cut. She'll throw it in. A one-on-one gets blocked. Great job by BYU. That was a great job by Anna. She was able to knock that one away. BYU trying to make sure nothing else goes in early on. BYU now handling it over on the far end. That'll go out of bounds. BYU will throw this in. University of Santa Barbara gets it right back. Handling it is Grace Emery. Emery now on a one-on-one fast break opportunity. She'll wait for her team to catch up to her. Grace waits along the left end of the arc. Now moving in is number 13. That's MK Colleran. Colleran will try to move up on the inside. A great centering pass and another bounce shot. Beautifully played out by Julia Bogdan. And Julia Bogdan gets her first goal of the game as well and puts UCSB up by another 3-0 early on. Julia did a great job reading the inside part of the arc. No one was around her. She was able to make a great cut on the inside. She did a great little stick juke move and was able to find an open one-on-one attack. She took the shot, bounced it between the legs of Anna, and was able to capitalize. UCSB now up 3-0. And a great start for UC Santa Barbara. Doing a phenomenal job trying to start this tournament off with an impact, and they've done it. Nelson was fouled just outside of the box. Moving in now. Number 5, that's Tessa Free. Free will dish this one back out to Nelson. Nelson now passing over to Sheffield. Sheffield trying to move up on the right end. She'll do a nice little cut. Won't do anything for her. Centering pass, and BYU gets it. Great job and a great read by BYU. BYU did a great job moving that one up on the inside. I believe that was Tessa Fry who was able to get that one to go. And BYU gets themselves on the board. 3-1 is the score now. UC Santa Barbara still leading by 2, but a great job by BYU. Brooke Ellis squaring off again with Mia Chambers for the face-off. And BYU finds themselves on the board here in the second period of play. And still 3-1 is the score. BYU trying to change the tides. Face-off opportunity. A little bit of a poke there by number 10 for BYU. That was Lauren Robertson, and that'll be just given right back to Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara now trying to handle it in the own zone of BYU already. Trying to make a fast opportunity happen. And here's the dish on the outside part of the arc. That's Brooke Ellis. Ellis trying to dish this back in to 29. That's Emery. Emery handling it well on the back end. They'll go behind the net. Trying to do a good juke move behind the goalkeeper and trying to get this one to go, but nothing to go. Pass this along the arc. Handling it is Ellis. Ellis trying to move forward. She'll dish this one back out to Eanes. Eanes not able to do anything. Strolling around the top of the arc. Trying to move in and going for an under the leg shot. That was a great opportunity by Colleran. She tried it. Didn't work out. Great block, however, by Anna Kreppel. Handling it well, however, is University of Santa Barbara. Doing a good job trying to make something happen. Moving up on the inside is Grace Davison. She wasn't able to find an open lane. Handling it, however, is Eanes. Eanes loses possession. Passing it right back out, though. It's number 3, Hannah Nelson. Nelson trying to move this one forward for BYU. BYU now moving out of their own end. Trying to get up to midfield. They're able to do so. Handling the stick well, but through defenders. This one gets poked away. Santa Barbara doing a great job playing aggressively. Almost going out of bounds, however, is Emery. Emery wasn't able to control it to the best of her abilities, but Santa Barbara is still able to hold on. And a loose ball wasn't handled well by number 11. That was Brooke Ellis, but Santa Barbara still maintaining possession. Santa Barbara moving up forward. And great speed by Grace Davison. She'll try to move this on the inside. University of Santa Barbara can't control it. They'll try to go over the top, and they do. Great job, an over-the-head pass and an over-the-head shot by number 16 for University of Santa Barbara. That was Kia Kofid, one of the main attackers for this UC Santa Barbara squad. Great job for the University of Santa Barbara. They get one right back and put themselves back in the scoring column. 4-1 is the score. And 4-1 in the second period of play. Great matchup nonetheless. University of Santa Barbara playing aggressively, doing a great job, moving things along the inside part of the crease. That X attack has been working out well. BYU's done a great job, too, playing some tight defense. The attack needing to be raised. BYU still has an opportunity to keep this a close game and get right back in it. Face-off upcoming. And finally gets dropped. BYU trying to take it, and University of Santa Barbara will get this right back. Santa Barbara's number 18, Amanda Grissom, handling it, trying to move on the inside part of the crease. They'll dish this one out to the back end of the net, passing it back over to Kia Kofed. She scored the last one. She's trying to move up on the inside. Solid centering pass. Hannah King, however, will go back to the top of the box. She'll cut on the inside, trying to get something to go, but she won't find anybody open. Handling it again is Kia Kofed. Kofed will move this one over to the left side of the arc. Handling it again is Grissom. Grissom trying to find an open lane. She can't do so. She'll dish this out to Colleran. Colleran trying to move along the right end of the arc. Dish this back over to Kia behind the back end of the net. Hannah King handling it. King will dish this one back over to Grissom. Grissom trying to move in, and a great cut. She did a great job there moving and wasn't able to find anybody on the inside. Julia Bogdan now moving in. She scored a goal earlier in the first period. Here's Kia. She'll try to do something along the back end of the net. Kofad dishing this one right back out to number 2. That's Kayla Carpenter. And loose ball within the middle part of the crease. Nobody able to get it. BYU looks like they finally picked it up. Looks like there'll be a foul. That'll be awarded back to BYU. They'll move it forward. And great job taking Santa Barbara out of some dangerous territory. This one can't be handled. And a 2-on-2 opportunity here for University of Santa Barbara, and a hard check sends number 13 MK Colleran down for University of Santa Barbara. This will slow down play. Santa Barbara trying to move this on the inside of the crease and get revenge after a really rough body check there that was laid out by number 17 for BYU. That was Amelia Henderson. Handling it well as Kang. Dishing it right back over as Embry. Handling it on the inside, getting hit hard on the inside as well. That was number 18, Amanda Grissom. She wasn't able to do anything with it. BYU takes back possession. And foul will occur within the own end for BYU. This will be awarded back to them. University of Santa Barbara now playing defense once again. Good job by BYU trying to move this one up. Handling it now is number 7. That's Kate Johnson. Kate Johnson's being guarded by Julia Bogdan. Trying to check her out of bounds, and she'll lose it out of bounds. But green card will be awarded to number 15 for University of Santa Barbara. That'll be Gracie Rodriguez, the defenseman. Now, BYU maintaining control, trying to move this along the back end of the net. Trying to go for a centering pass, wasn't able to get so on the inside of the crease. A good block, however, by number 37. That's Karina Narin, the goalkeeper in for the University of Santa Barbara. Now lots happening. BYU trying to make something happen on the left end of the crease. Solid pass, however, back out to Mia Chambers. Moving it on the inside. Getting fouled within the crease, however, no call. UC Santa Barbara trying to pick this up. They'll move forward. Minor foul committed by BYU. This one will be given back to UC Santa Barbara. UC Santa Barbara trying to move it up on the left end. Handling it after dropping it for just a second is Grace Emery. Grace Emery can't hit number 16. That was Kia Kofed. That'll move out of bounds. That'll be awarded right back to BYU. BYU's number 21. That's Brenna Miller. She's handling it now. And that air horn signals an end to the second period of play. So far, we'll take a halftime intermission, but as we move into halftime, let's review UCSB 4-1. The Gauchos against the Cougars. Good job on both ends so far between both these squads. UC Santa Barbara has done a phenomenal job being aggressive and staying on the attack, as well as BYU, who's been aggressive as well, just haven't been able to find their stride yet and hit that point where they can put themselves right back in this game. Still lots of time left to go. BYU still hopeful. 6-7 overall record for BYU, trying to get into the 500 column. And so far, UCSB trying to extend themselves over an 8-5 overall record to a 9-5. Still lots of time left to play in this tournament. We'll be back after a brief intermission. To sit under here. Or at least use the chair. Hello and welcome back, everybody. We just had our brief intermission between periods of play. Third period upcoming now between both these squads. Still 2 periods left to play. Let's remember, University of Santa Barbara up 4-1 against the Cougars. Still an exciting game. BYU still has an opportunity to get back in it. Lots and lots of time left to play. Getting ready for the face-off. Number 11 for University of Santa Barbara. That's Brooke Ellis one of the midfielders for UC Santa Barbara, against BYU's very own number 21, Brenna Miller. University of Santa Barbara losing control. Ground ball. BYU trying to pick it up, scrambling for it, handling it well and poking this one away. Is University of Santa Barbara. Looks like we'll have a checking call. Handling it again, however, is 24, Grace Davison. She's moving up on the inside. Grace tried to go for a bounce shot, but didn't have enough on it. BYU picking this one back up. Handling it now, number 7, Kate Johnson. Johnson passed up to the opposite side. She'll get it right back. She's cradling now, trying to move up to the midfield line. She's out of her own box, finally up in midfield. Good cradling so far by Kate Johnson. She's gets stuck between 3 defenders for University of Santa Barbara. They're trying to poke it away. Johnson loses control. Santa Barbara players and company moving forward again. Number 8 for UC Santa Barbara. That's Summer Briata. She'll move forward. Handling it well is number 16, Kia Kofed. She had a goal in the second period. University of Santa Barbara doing a good job passing this one over to Jackie Enns. Eanes now will pass this over to the right end. Handling it is Summer Briata. Briata right back to number 24. That's Grace Davison. Davison to Colleran. Colleran with a little hezzy move, steps on the inside, can't find an open shooting lane. She'll pass it right back over to her friend and company, and over the top shot gets blocked by BYU. Actually, that was a pick and beautifully played out. Great defense, trying to go coast to coast. 4-on-3 matchup for BYU, trying to move forward. They have an opportunity again, 4-on-3. Moving it forward was Mia Chambers. Nice spin move, number 5, Tessa Fry, handling it well. Tessa will pass this over to Whitney Sheffield. Now defenders for University of Santa Barbara have stepped up. Nelson in. She's trying to cut along the inside part of the arc. She'll get fouled inside the arc. Looks like we'll have an illegal check. And that'll put players on the line. Hannah Nelson now with an opportunity to make this a 2-4 game. Nelson awaiting the whistle. Gets ready to jump off the arc. Here's Nelson over the top shot, just a bit wide. BYU picking it right back up. Handling it was Belica Gonzalez. BYU trying to get this on the back end inside the crease. Moving along the arc, however, is Sheffield. Sheffield will pass this back out to Nelson. Nelson trying to move back in on the inside. Tries to hit a spin move, can't do anything with it. She'll pass it back out to number 10. That's Lauren Robertson. Robertson loses control. University of Santa Barbara trying to get it right back. However, BYU is able to maintain it. Here's Sheffield. Sheffield back to Nelson. Nelson loses it for a second. She'll get checked, and she slips. Kind of got tapped on the head as she fell there. Looks like we'll have a yellow card actually awarded to number 24. That's Grace Davison with her first yellow of the night. First yellow of the night for either one of these teams. Hannah Nelson will stay outside of the fan. She'll maintain possession, however. Now BYU an extra special opportunity to score, especially after being a man down against University of Santa Barbara. Need to take advantage of this opportunity. BYU trying to cut up on the inside. Not able to do so. They'll pass this back out to Nelson along the fan. She'll move forward to Sheffield. Sheffield tries to cut up on the right end. Can't find an open shooting lane. She'll dish this one right back out. Handling it, however, is number 18. That's Josie Skopek. Dish this on the inside, and a great goal. BYU gets themselves back on the board. And I believe that was number 16. For BYU, that was Clarabelle Skopek. And now Cougars get back in the scoring column. Make this a 4-2 game. Cougars trying to cut this lead down tremendously. Only down by 2 now, still 2 periods left to play. Cougars having to make sure that they can't allow any more goals in for Santa Barbara. Squaring up, number 5, that's Tessa, against number 14, I believe. That is Anika Chang. Apologies, that was Emery facing, or that was Hannah Kang facing off for University of Santa Barbara. Handling it now is number 35, Julia Bogdan for Santa Barbara. UCSB now trying to move on the inside part of the crease. And looks like we'll have a green card awarded to Mia Chambers for BYU. And apologies on that one. Seems like I might have missed it. But nonetheless, playing with a man down for a minute will be BYU. UCSB now will maintain possession right after the whistle will be blown. UC Santa Barbara now trying to move on the inside end of the crease. Great pass, however, to Julia Bogdan. Bogdan trying to get a centering pass Not able to do so. Moving along the back end of the net. Good X positioning by UC Santa Barbara. Number 18 now, Amanda Grissom handling it. Grissom will pass it out to Kang. Kang right back out to Julia Bogdan. Bogdan trying to move it up on the inside. Handling it's number 16 and a great shot. Cross body and over the top by number 16. That's Kia Kofit. And Kia Kofed doing a great job putting up another goal for University of Santa Barbara and make this a 5-2 game. And one of the biggest things about the University of Santa Barbara is they took advantage of playing with a man down against BYU after that green card was awarded to Mia Chambers, one of their better midfielders for BYU. Now we'll have another face-off opportunity upcoming. Five to 2 now is the score. University of Santa Barbara leading by 3. Still 2 periods left to go. Julia Bogdan takes this immediately right back for University of Santa Barbara. She'll move in on the inside. She actually has a 3-on-3 opportunity. Won't find anybody near the center. Handling it's number 18. That's Grissom. Grissom dishing this one back over to Kayla Carpenter. Carpenter right back over to Hannah Kang. Controlling it at the top of the crease is Colleran. Sorry, at the top of the fan. Great stick work by Grissom. Grissom trying to move forward with her team. And trying to go for a nice move and cut across the inside part of the crease was Carpenter. Here's Hannah Kang. She tried for an opportunity, wasn't able to get a shooting lane. She'll have to take a step back. Almost was another big play there for University of Santa Barbara. Grissom handling it well. Passing along that back end of the net. Trying to move up on the inside part of the crease is Carpenter. Carpenter back out to Bogdan. Bogdan can't control it. BYU will take it right back. Trying to go on the counter. Handling it well, however, is number 11. That's Berkeley Royce. 4-on-3 opportunity. Royce being guarded tightly by number 19. That's Emmy Andre Brown. Looks like we'll have a green card awarded to University of Santa Barbara. That was number 15, Gracie Rodriguez. That's her second green card of the night. Taking this one right back. Here's Anna Nelson. Nelson will pass this back over to number 5, Tessa Fry. Now moving up on the right end is Clarabelle Skopek. She scored a goal so far for BYU. Trying to move in on the inside. Hannah Nelson was trying to go for the centering pass. Wasn't able to do so. BYU trying to maintain control along the arc. Handling it well is Sheffield. Sheffield goes for a shot just over the top of the bar. Wasn't able to get it. Dishing this one right back, however, to Fry. Fry will dish this back in to number 23. That's Madeline Larkins. Larkins going for a centering pass. Trying to get it back in to Fry. Fry wasn't able to control it. University of Santa Barbara taking this one back. Just kind of cradling behind the back of the net. Guarded closely, however, by Sheffield and 23, Madeline Larkin. They'll give the foul. This one gets poke checked away. We'll have a foul on that last one. This will be awarded right back to University of Santa Barbara. Handling it's number 12. That's going to be Emma Rothjan. Santa Barbara moving it forward. Nice pass to Kia Kofed. She scored 2 goals tonight, looking for the hat trick. Kia along the left end of the fan. She'll pass this one to Carpenter. Apologies. She'll just continue to roll out behind the net. Good job by Kia. Kofed dishes this one out to number 6. That's Ruby Guzdar. She wasn't able to handle it, but picked it right back up. Hannah Kang passing it over to Colleran. Colleran now moving along the top of the arc. She'll try to cut inside, but she's not able to do so. She'll pass this one right back out to Guzdar. Trying to move on the inside, it's Hannah Kang. Kia Kofed behind the goalkeeper. Kia passes this one right back out to number 18. That's Amanda Grissom. Grissom not able to control it, throwing it up on the inside, however, is Colleran, and Colleran finally finds the back of the net. And University of Santa Barbara goes up 6-2. And a great job by MK Colleran. She's done a great job being able to create some separation on the inside end of the crease. She was able to do it right there. Finally found the back of the net, and Colleran gets herself in the scoring column as well. And everybody's getting involved here tonight for the University of Santa Barbara. So far, out of the 6 goals, 5 have been scored by different players. 1 coming from Brooke Ellis, 1 coming from MK Colleran now, 2 from Kia Kofed, as well as 1 from Hannah Kang and 1 from Grace Davison, and the other one coming from Julia Bogdan. And face-off upcoming between both these teams. Hannah Nelson winning face-off. BYU trying to move forward, trying to get themselves back in the scoring column. Cut this deficit down to 3. Not able to handle it well. This one gets poked just right off the left end of the stick. And now University of Santa Barbara trying to move forward. 2-on-2 opportunity here for the University of Santa Barbara. Make it 3-on-2. Fast break upcoming. Not able to control it, however, is Ruby Guzdar. BYU will take it right back. Good stick work by Brenna Miller. University of Santa Barbara playing some good defense. This one gets dropped. Trying to gain control, however, University of Santa Barbara. So there's interference. This will be given right back to BYU. Great job between both these teams. Much physicality being played too, especially for University of Santa Barbara. Lots of hard hits and a lot of hard checks have been the difference maker for this game. Number 16 handling it, Kia Kofed. She'll dish this one in to number 29, and a great shot there by Grace Emery. It was only determined for her to get a goal as well. Emery now gets involved, and now University of Santa Barbara leads 7-2. And a great snipe there by Gracie Emery. She's done a great job moving along the crease the whole game. She was able to find the right side open, and she took an advantage. And she was able to finish out. 7-2 now the score between both these teams. University of Santa Barbara, 6 different players have been involved in goals tonight. And one of them just happens to be Grace Emery, one of the main attackers for this University of Santa Barbara squad. 7-2, third period between both these teams. BYU down by 5, a huge deficit. They hope to climb themselves out of this hole. Getting ready for face-off. Referee trying to make sure sticks are level. Let's be poked up. University of Santa Barbara gets control right back. Number 24, Grace Davison handling it. Fake move and finds top shelf. Oh my gosh, Kayla Carpenter being able to find the back of the net herself as well. And within seconds, the University of Santa Barbara gets right back on it and right back into the score column. 8-2 now is the score. And talk about a way to open up a tournament. Beautifully executed there by Kayla Carpenter, one of the other best attackers for this Santa Barbara squad. She's able to find top shelf netting. And now make that 7 different players with goals tonight for the University of Santa Barbara. Almost every single one of the attackers for the Santa Barbara squad has scored here tonight. Only a few waiting for goals at this point is what it seems. 8-2 for the University of Santa Barbara. Face-off waiting, making sure sticks are level. Hannah Nelson squaring off for BYU. Referee taking his time with the face-off. Finally able to separate. Here it goes. Flown up. BYU's Hannah Nelson's able to get it. BYU moving forward, charging ahead. Hannah Nelson trying to make everything happen by herself. She cuts on the inside, loses it. Handling it well, however, was Kelly Gibson, apologies. Gibson will pass it to Johnson. Johnson right back over to Berkeley Royce. Royce will dish this one out to Clarabella Skopek. She has a goal tonight for the BYU squad. Handling it well, however, it's number 6. I believe that's Sheffield. Sheffield loses possession. This gets poked away. University of Santa Barbara moving forward. Handling it well, however, is Brooke Ellis. Ellis passing this one along the left end as will go out of bounds, awarded back to BYU. And moving forward with this one for BYU, number 21, Brenna Miller. This one will just get thrown away to the right end. As be given right back to Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara controlling it on their own in their own box, moving it forward, passing it to 10. That's Jackie Eanes. Adds passing this one forward to 24. That's Grace Davison. She has a yellow card, one of the only yellow cards tonight between either one of these teams. Ruby Guzdar handling it. She'll pass this one right back over to Kayla Carpenter. Kayla Carpenter gets picked off, and now moving forward with it is BYU. 8-2 is the score again, third period of play. Moving it forward, number 12. It's Abigail Hopper for BYU. Hopper being guarded closely by Ruby Guzdar. They'll this one back out to number 16. Moving forward, however, is 21, Brenna Miller. Miller will get this one poked away. Handling it is Davison. Davison gets hit. She'll give this one right back to fellow teammate, 16, Kia Kofed. She's looking for the hat trick. Kia moving forward. Solid pass, however, right back to Guzdar. Guzdar now along the right end. Trying to pass this one forward. She'll dish this one out to Kang. Handling it is Kia Kofed. Kofed will dish this one over to Davison. Davison passes this one right back to Ellis. Ellis the Carpenter. Carpenter trying to move along the right end of the arc. She'll dish this one right back out to Guzdar. Guzdar will pass this one to 15, Gracie Rodriguez. Rodriguez moving up on the inside. She'll fire and able to get so. That's Kia Kofed. She'll get the hat trick officially. 9-2 now is the score here. Santa Barbara's Kia Kofed finds the hat trick tonight. And if you want to talk about an MVP, Kia's been making it happen. And I thought I was at a car dealership because Kia's got some soul. Kia Kofed, 3 goals on the night. University of Santa Barbara now leading 9-2 against the BYU Cougars. Face-off still upcoming. Still in the third period here. Kia Kofed adding salt to injury against BYU. 7-point deficit for the Cougars. An early face-off win for Hannah Nelson. BYU moving forward with it. Trying to just get another goal in before the end of this third period of play. Handling it's number 7. That'll be Kate Johnson. Johnson passing it back over to Skopek. Skopek to Royce. Royce handling it. Dishing this one back out to Gibson. Gibson handling it now. Trying to cradle along the top of the arc. She'll pass this one right back over to Johnson. Johnson at the top of the box, moving in the inside part of the arc. Johnson cuts back, trying to move up on the inside, gets poked away. Santa Barbara getting back possession, moving forward, trying to get out of their own box. That's Hannah Kang. Kang will try to move it forward. Ground ball gets picked off, given right back to BYU. Handling it, however, well, is Gibson. Gibson being guarded tightly by 2 defenders. And this one gets poked away. Good poke check by Kayla Carpenter. Hannah Kang trying to control it. She loses it. BYU is able to maintain. Here's Sheffield. Sheffield back out to number 16. That's Clarabelle Skopek. Skopek passing it over to Gibson. Apologies, Johnson. Here's Gibson. Over to Skopek. To Royce. Royce handling it on the right end of the crease. She'll get a centering pass on the inside. And little confusion, but it looks like this gets hit off of number 1, Kelly Gibson. And very surprisingly, a deflection gives the Cougars their 3rd goal of the game. And I believe that goal will be awarded to Kelly Gibson. And we got ourselves a 9-3 game here. And to just kind of play back what exactly happened, it looked like Kate Johnson was trying to go for a centering pass to Kelly Gibson. Kelly stood right in front of the goalkeeper and just right in front of the crease, and that one gets deflected off her, and that gets awarded as a BYU goal. So 9-3 is the score now. And the University of Santa Barbara still looking to add to their lead. 9-3 is the score. University of Santa Barbara trying to get things right back. Hannah King moving forward. She has a goal tonight as well. This will be a pass right back over to Colleran. Colleran scored one of the previous goals for this team. Moving forward, Kayla Carpenter. Kayla trying to move up on the inside part of the arc. She'll pass this one right back out to Colleran. Colleran moving along the top of the fan, rotating to the left side. Dishing this one right back over to number 29. That's Grace Emery. Emery now trying to move on the inside part of the crease. Gets this one poked away. Good defense by BYU. Going for a centering pass. Gets picked off. Santa Barbara gets it right back. We'll have a foul on the inside part of the arc. Still in the 3rd period here. 1 minute warning is declared. And here's Santa Barbara trying to make last-second efforts here in the 3rd period. And here's a shot on goal, but great block, however, by Anna Kreppel. Moving on the inside was Julia Bogdan. Bogdan has a goal already for Santa Barbara tonight. Here's a dish back, and BYU just trying to make sure this moves forward and doesn't allow Santa Barbara to score again before the end of the 3rd. And picking it right back up, however, is Grace Emery. Emery tries to move on the inside. This one gets deflected out to the left end. And a great 3rd period of play for the University of Santa Barbara. And apologies about that, folks. That'll signal an end to halftime. So at the end of the first half, University of Santa Barbara 9 to BYU's 3. Still lots and lots more time left to go. We still got another 2 periods left to play. Another exciting half left to go. We'll be back after a few minutes of intermission between both these squads. chair stance up like this? Why is my chair stance like this now? I had no clue we were at intermission. Let's go, Jess, win it! Hello and welcome back, everybody, to Tempe, Arizona on the South Mountain Sports Network on YouTube. We're getting started here in the third quarter of play. We'll have a green card to start things off early on. For number 6 for BYU, that'll be awarded to Whitney Sheffield. But so far, in case you're just joining us, 9-3 is the score. University of Santa Barbara has been playing BYU in the Cactus Classic here in Tempe, Arizona. They're looking to extend their lead here. Still a lot of time left to go. BYU looking to erase this deficit that they're in. Santa Barbara trying to move up on the inside. BYU takes it right back. Been a very physical game. This one gets swatted away. University of Santa Barbara tries to move in. That'll be a foul. Warded, and ball will be given right back to BYU. Very physical, as I was just mentioning. Lots and lots of checks, lots of pokes, lots of picks as well have been occurring in this one. And it's been a fun one. A lot of people have been invested. Lots of people show up so far for the BYU game against the University of Santa Barbara. Following this, I believe we have the game of Michigan State versus Auburn, and that'll be up next. University of Santa Barbara is number 11, however. That's Brooke Ellis controlling it now. And we have a hat trick as well tonight so far. Number 16 for UCSB. That's Kia Kofet. She had a hat trick in just the first half and is looking to do more damage for this UCSB squad. Handling it, MK Colleran. She'll dish this out to the right side. Handling it's Ellis. Ellis right back over to Emery. But not being able to handle it is Grace Davison. We also would like to thank everybody so much for tuning in. This has been a volunteering gig for everybody here today. Joined alongside me is my cameraman, Matt Weisker. He's done a great job tonight as well. And it's been fun. We'd like to also give a quick shout out to the South Mountain Sports nonprofit. If everybody wants to possibly go check it out, there is a link in the YouTube channel to help pay for kids to play lacrosse. It's really empowering. It's really supportive and want to help out everybody here a lot. Thank you so much for tuning in. Back to the action. BYU picks it up, handling it at midfield. Solid check, however, by Brooke Ellis. And apologies, that wasn't Brooke Ellis. That was number 17 for University of Santa Barbara. That was Maya Dumas. She'll get her green card awarded. 2 green cards already given out so far here. The first period of play in the second half. Hannah Nelson now taking it over for BYU. She handles it at the top of the arc, trying to move around. Solid spin move and cuts on the inside, not able to find an open shooting lane. She'll dish this right back to Kate Johnson. Johnson handling it well. And now we'll have an upcoming shot from the crease. Holding it is Kate Johnson. Kate Johnson looking to make this a 4-9 game and erase the 6-point deficit and make it a 5-point deficit. She'll move on the inside. A bounce shot. Great block by University of Santa Barbara. Beautifully played out by number 37, Karina Narin. Doing a great job being able to read the offensive look. BYU will scoop this one back up. Pass this back over to number 11. BYU dishes it on the inside. Sheffield had an open shot and just wide. University of Santa Barbara caught a real break on that one. A fast break opportunity, and BYU goes for naught. 9-3 is the score. University of Santa Barbara looking to keep imposing their will in this one. This one will just keep kind of rolling away. BYU pick it back up in their own box. Handling it and dishing this one out. Trying to clear it. It's number 12, Abigail Hopper. That'll go out of bounds, and University of Santa Barbara will pick it right back up. Handling it, Grace Emery. She has a goal tonight as well. Given right back to number 13, Colleran. She has a goal. She's done a great job creating separation within the arc and the crease, and she's going to try and continue to do that here in the second half. Handling it's Kayla Carpenter. Carpenter rolling along the right end of the crease. She'll try and dish this one right back out to number 10. That's Jackie Eanes. And then it's Ellis. Ellis passing this one over to number 16, Kia Kofed. Back to Carpenter. Carpenter will pass this one out to Eanes. Eanes trying to cut up on the inside. She'll do an over-the-head shot. Can't get it to go. So we awarded right back to UCSB after this was a deflection off of a BYU player. Taking it back in, however, is Kia Kofed. Back out to Eanes. Eanes passing this one forward to Grace Davison. Trying to move along the top of the fan. She'll try and cut on the inside. Dishing this one right back over to Brookie Ellis. Ellis now trying to cut up on the inside. Fake shot. Throw this one over to number 29. And here's a bounce shot and scored. A beautiful played out shot by Grace Emery. She gets her second goal of the night and the 10th goal overall for the UC Santa Barbara squad. Now Grace Emery gives her team double digits on the scoreboard. 10-3. Beautifully played out there by Grace Emery. She did a great job being able to read the inside seam of the crease. She was able to find open netting. A bounce shot puts UCSB back in the scoring column once again. 10-3 is the score against the Cougars, and the heavily favored UC Santa Barbara squad imposes their will once again. And UC Santa Barbara starting out early on again after a face-off win. Handling it's number 15 for University of Santa Barbara. That's Gracie Rodriguez. Rodriguez moves it forward. Pass to Colleran. Colleran dishing this one back out to number 6. That's Ruby Guzdar. Guzdar passing it over to number 19, Emmy Andre Brown. Anna King now at the top of the fan. Maintaining possession. A good little cut. Tries to move up on the inside. Can't find a shooting lane. Here's Guzdar. Being guarded tightly by number 21, Brenna Miller. Here's another pass. Right back over to Julia Bogdan. Handling it. Number 13. Trying to move up on the inside. This one gets swatted away. MK Colleran wasn't able to hold on to it. Getting it right back, however, is Abigail Hooper. Apologies. Now BYU trying to move it forward. Handling it again is Brenna Miller. Miller being guarded tightly. Able to get a pass off, however, to number 17, Amelia Henderson. Henderson dishes this one right back to Belica Gonzalez. Gonzalez moves this one forward again, passing it to Henderson. Henderson trying to cut up on the inside. Isn't able to do so. She'll dish this out behind the net to Madeline Larkin. Now handling it, it's Miller. Miller trying to go for a centering pass and able to get it to go. Number 5 for BYU. That's Tessa Fry with her second goal of the night. And now 2 players knocking on hat tricks. Make that a 10-4 score. And BYU able to get a goal in. And now 2 players knocking on hat tricks' doorsteps. Tessa Fry for BYU as well as Grace Emery for the UC Santa Barbara squad. Quick substitution now. Now coming in number 27, Mia Chambers for Tessa Fry. Again, 2 goals so far, over 50. About 50% of the goals for the BYU squad are to attribute to Tessa. University of Santa Barbara trying to go after the toss. This is a ground ball. Trying to take back control, and they do so. UC Santa Barbara passing back to move forward. Handling it is number 25, Claire Tim. And Gracie Rodriguez trying to do something with it. And here's a nice little clear forward to Hannah Kang. Kang moving it forward as well to number 5. Now, nice dish on the inside. University of Santa Barbara trying to find an open shooting lane. Here's a pass on the inside to Colleran. This gets deflected away. Kate Johnson maintains possession for BYU. She rolls back out to her inside part of the box. Here's Whitney Esplin. Esplin passing it forward to number 12. Here's Abigail Hooper. She tries to get pushed out of bounds, and she does. They awarded back to University of Santa Barbara. Now handling it and dishing it back over to Kayla Carpenter. His number was number 18, Amanda Grissom. Kayla Carpenter now holding it along the right end of the arc. Carpenter looking for an open pass. Isn't able to find anything across the center. Here's Hannah Kang back out to Colleran. Colleran dishing this one right back over to Grissom. Grissom over to number 29. That's Grace Emery. She's knocking on a hat trick. Hannah Kang gets this one along the left end of the fan, trying to make a move on the inside. She's able to cut through. Good spin move. Wasn't able to find an open lane. Back out over to Emery. Emery now trying to make a lane of her own. Tries to move inside. 3 defenders there trying to knock her loose. Grissom now handling it on the right side. MK Colleran tries to go for a shot, but a great block, however, by Anna Cripple. And Colleran was trying to go between the legs, trying to find the 5-hole and wasn't able to do so. This one gets poked away. BYU is able to control it. Passing this one forward. Not able to handle it, however, it was number 11 for BYU. That was Berkeley Royce. And this one will actually be awarded to BYU. Trying to get pushed out, however, not letting it slide is Berkeley Royce. Berkeley trying to move up on the inside. University of Santa Barbara pokes this one away. UCSB trying to gain control right on their inside part of the crease. They were able to do so. Crucial moment there, almost let BYU get to the best of them. UC Santa Barbara trying to move forward. Solid passes all the way around. Here's Julia Bogdan trying to move forward. She gets a nice opportunity for a counterattack here. Lots of defenders already in BYU zone. Here's Bogdan trying to move up on the inside. Wasn't able to find an open lane. Passing it right back out to number 29, Grace Emery. Emery now trying to move along the right end of the crease. Passing this one over to Davison. Davison now in the arc, but poked away. I'll say that's a foul. And Davison will get this one on the inside part of the arc. And here's UCSB trying to make something happen. Grace Davison not able to find a shooting lane either. Moving forward, however, is number 10, Jackie Enns. Eanes trying to move forward. She cuts on the inside. Tries to go for a shot and gets in. Jackie Enns with her first goal of the night. And BYU goes down once again by 7. 11-4 here. UCSB strikes once again. And this UCSB team eating good. Posing their will. Great physicality and great job being able to read their opponent's defense. Great centering passes all the way around. Timeout called, but great defense and great offense being played on both sides. Hello and welcome everybody back to Tempe, Arizona. We just had a 2-minute timeout after BYU was looking to regain their thoughts. 11-4 is the score. University of Santa Barbara leads by 7. Great game so far tonight. We'd also like to thank everybody that's shown out tonight, all the volunteers for the South Mountain Sports. And we're happy for everybody listening to us over there on our YouTube channel. We have more coverage later tonight after this game. We still have a few games with ASU, OK State, as well as GCU involved. Getting back to the game at hand, number 10 handling it for University of Santa Barbara. That's Jackie Eanes. Trying to move it on the inside, however, is Guzdar. Guzdar can't handle it. She'll pass it, however, right back to teammate number 29, Grace Emery. Trying to move it on the inside. Emery gets blocked. This will get poked away. Be awarded right back to this UCSB squad. Looks like we'll have a ref discussion too about who the ball actually went out on. And we'll say it is indeed UCSB's ball. Handling it is Emery. Emery passing this one right back over to Guzdar. Guzdar now on the right end of the crease. Passing this one over to Colleran. Colleran dishing this one out to Ellis. Ellis can't handle it. She'll scoop it right back up, however. She's guarded by number 3. That's Hannah Nelson for BYU. Here's Colleran. Colleran trying to go for a centering pass. She'll find Emery along the back end of the net. Trying to move it forward on the right end of the crease is Kayla Carpenter. Passing it right back over to Davison. Davison rotating on top of the fan. Davison passing it now on the inside. Solid pass, however, to Emery. Now handling it, it's number 10. That's going to be Jackie Eanes. Eanes now passing this one on the inside. Getting this one to Guzdar. Guzdar passes this one back out to Jackie. Jackie now dishing it over to Colleran. Colleran right back to Ellis. Ellis now cutting in on the left end of the crease. Right back to Eanes. Eanes moving in on the inside. Trying to go for a centering pass. Not able to find anybody. She'll pass this one to Emery. Emery now moving along the left end to Kayla Carpenter. Kayla Carpenter moving in front, and she gets it! Kayla Carpenter rotating on the front end of the crease. Finds the back of the net. And now UCSB goes up to 12. So 12-4 is the score now between UCSB and the Cougars. And so far, excellent offense and ball pressure has been the biggest standout for this UCSB squad. This on-ball pressure has been something that BYU hasn't been able to keep up with. And also, just UCSB's sheer IQ between the inside part of the arc and the inside part of the crease. The centering passes have been on point. And everything has just been working out in their favor. The pass efficiency has been there for this UCSB squad. BYU's not been able to find it yet, trying to put their best foot forward towards the back half of this game. And UCSB 12-4, 8-point lead now for Santa Barbara. Now BYU moving forward after a good face-off win. Handling it's number 11, Berkeley Royce. Oh, a foul on that one. Green card will most likely be awarded for body check. Cross check, apologies. And that will be a green card to number 18. That's Amanda Grissom. BYU's Hannah Nelson trying to move up on the inside. Good cuts. Tries to rotate back around. She'll pass this one right back out to 7. That's Kate Johnson. Kate Johnson dishing this one out to number 33, Gonzalez. She can't handle it. And BYU now loses possession. Ground ball gets picked up by Nelson. Another foul on that one. And also, after that latest goal by Kayla Carpenter, that is her second goal of the night, meaning that Kayla is now also knocking on the doorstep of a hat trick as well. And here's a little bit of an overthrow by the goalkeeper for UCSB, and here's a hard check. And just a foul will be awarded. No card. Here's the throw-in now from BYU. Moving forward, good alternation behind the net. Good defense and good screens being set up now by BYU on the inside part of the crease. Here's a pass over to Hannah Nelson. Hannah Nelson takes a shot at a great block by Karina Narin. And she's been fantastic tonight for this UCSB squad. Here's a hard check here. And a green card will be awarded to number 12. That'll be on Abigail Hopper. Her first card of the night. And moving forward with it is number 21. That's Megan Hales for this UCSB squad. Hales moving forward. BYU playing some good defense, however. This one getting swatted away. Handling it, however, is number 2. That's Rebecca Anderson. BYU now trying to move forward on a fast break opportunity. And that'll get squandered. UCSB there in time. Moving forward with it, however, BYU. Handling it's Kate Johnson. Johnson loses control. UCSB trying to join the pickup game. Johnson gets there first. So the right end. Here's Hannah Nelson. Nelson dishes this one back to 33. That's Gonzalez. Gonzalez trying to move on the inside part of the arc. Not able to make anything happen of it. Trying to move forward now, number 22, Abby Deegan. Deegan wasn't able to find an open shooting lane. She'll dish this one up to Sheffield. Sheffield alternating on the left end crease. She'll pass this one along the back end of the net. And a hard check and a blowhorn signals an end to the third period of play. 12-4, 3 goals so far from this UCSB squad in this third period, and 1 goal coming from BYU. Now 3 players wanting hat tricks, Grace Emery as well as Kayla Carpenter for UC Santa Barbara, and 1 upcoming for Tessa Free if she can knock 1 more in. We'll be back after a brief intermission. That's why it's not here. I'm pretty sure that is conventional lacrosse though. Is 15. I think 15 is the standard. Hello and I welcome everybody back to Tempe, Arizona for the Cactus Classic. Women's lacrosse, apologies. We're on soccer fields, but women's lacrosse back underway on South Mountain Sports Network on YouTube. South Mountain Lacrosse as it stands for today. UC Santa Barbara leading 12-4 against the BYU Cougars. It's been a fun one. So far, we've had one hat trick from Kia Kofed for UCSB. Knocking on the doors, Grace Emery, number 29 for UCSB, as well as Kayla Carpenter. Also, for BYU, Tessa Free. She's also been attacking well for BYU, and she's one goal away from a hat trick herself. BYU just trying to diminish this deficit the best of their abilities. Handling it well, however, is number 17, Amelia Henderson. This gets poked away. UCSB trying to pick it up. They do so. BYU, however, join alongside them. 31, Chloe Jensen trying to move on the inside. This one gets deflected away, and Chloe touches it last. This will be given right back to BYU. BYU moving forward. 21, Brenna Miller handling it well. Taking this one out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez moving on the inside. Here's a nice little spin move and a chuck between the legs. Number 33, that was Gonzalez, was trying to go for it. And thought it rolled in for a minute, but the referees will say it did not go. And since that's the case, that's a beautiful block by Karina Narin. And UCSB is trying to handle it now. Number 39 for UCSB into the game now. Apologies, number 29, Grace Emery. And have a green card awarded. UCSB now trying to move forward on the attack. Here's Guzdar now at the top of the fan. Passing it right back over to 31. That's Chloe Jensen. Jensen over to Emery. Emery looking for the hat trick. One away. Emery will pass this one into Guzdar. Guzdar now trying to pass this one all the way on the left end. And this will just roll away. That'll be given right back to BYU. It was a rough pass. A lot of heat on it by Emery, but not able to handle it was Megan Hales. And BYU will get it right back. Solid passing so far from BYU. They're moving forward. And BYU just not able to handle it well, and UCSB doing their best to try and poke it away, weren't able to do so. BYU moving forward. Rebecca Anderson moving forward. Guarded closely by Guzdar. She breaks through. Solid check, and she just keeps cutting up lanes. Here now moving forward is number 5. That's Tessa Fry. She's one away as well from a hat trick. And it looks like we'll have a foul. Now getting the throw on the inside crease. Number 33, that's Gonzalez, one of the main attackers for this BYU team. She moves forward, throws it over the head, shot it, she gets it! BYU on the board, and Balika Gonzalez gets herself in the goal column. BYU now changes their deficit from 8 to 7. 5 goals on the night for BYU, 12 on the night for UCSB. BYU gives themselves another goal and more hope to potentially tie this one up and do the best they can to at least diminish this deficit to the best of their capabilities. Now awaiting face-off, number 23 for UCSB, that's Hannah King. She had an early goal in the first quarter of play for UCSB. And face-off's been taking a little longer here. Tempe taking a little bit longer time for face-offs to get ready. Hannah King and UCSB will take control of the early face-off victory. Hannah King still moving along the far end of the field, trying to move forward. Solid pass, however, into number 23. That's number 29. That's Grace Emery. Emery now to 21. That's Megan Hales. Megan Hales over to Kaylee Carpenter. Now handling it's number 28. That's Aubrey Wizenweski. And a great pick again by number 2, Rebecca Anderson. She's been a great defensive man for this BYU squad so far. She almost gets picked off. So we still giving back to BYU. And Anderson's been a real big factor since she's came into the game. She's been great defensively. Handling it and scooping this one up well is Kelly Gibson. She has an unintentional goal on the night. She, back in the second period, had a shot get deflected off of her, but she was credited with the goal. And put BYU in the scoring column. Hence the 5-12 score. And UCSB still leading by 7. Still a lot of time left to go in this fourth quarter. Trying to move in on the inside is number 4. That's Lizzie Van Valkenburg. Lizzie passing this one out to number 11. That's Berkeley Royce. Royce loses possession after a solid check, however. Number 3, that's Casey Deppernbrock. Casey with a hard check there. And another hard check, too, by number 28. That's Aubrey Wizenweski. And an automatic award will be given to number 4 for BYU. Again, that's Valkenburg. She'll get to throw this one off the arc line. Most likely we'll try to go for a centering pass instead of straight forward. She'll dish this one out, pass behind the net. Trying to move forward, another centering pass. Not able to do anything with it. Trying to roll it in, however, was Sheffield. What a good read, however, by Karina Narin. And great goalkeeping so far for this USBC squad. This one gets poked away. Solid pickoff by Sheffield. Sheffield trying to move forward. Great handling so far by this BYU squad. And a solid over-the-head shot. Falls in for number 33. That's Gonzalez once again. And back-to-back goals by BYU off the same player. That's Bellica Gonzalez. Make this a 12-6 game for BYU. And now BYU has another player knocking on a hat trick. BYU only down by 6. Still has a lot of time to make something happen here in the fourth quarter of play. That was a really big foul that BYU was able to capitalize on. Great job, too, by Sheffield being able to read the behind-the-back pass. And BYU, behind-the-net pass, apologies. But BYU did a great job reading defense on that one. Here's Jensen moving forward with it, along with Hannah Nelson. Nelson now trying to move on the inside part of the crease. Not being able to handle it well, however, is number 16. This gets checked away. Santa Barbara picking this one up. Here's Nelson. She picks this one back up. Nelson moving on the inside part of the crease. Gets fouled on the inside arc. And now Nelson will line up right in front of the keeper. And BYU has an opportunity to get another one in. We'll wait for the whistle. There's Nelson moving forward. Over the head shot. Throws it down, but a great block there by Narin. That's a huge play there for Santa Barbara, and an even better play by Narin. Great read. Nelson kind of gave away her shot a little bit early, kept it a little high for too long, and Narin was able just to read the shot. Here's Nelson trying to move in on the inside. Hannah can't find anybody. Finally able to find number 9. That's Malia Hansen. Hansen trying to move in on the inside. She'll pass this one out to Sheffield on the fan. From the fan, back to Valkenburg. Valkenburg swinging to her left. Pass to Sheffield on the fan. Sheffield moving in, trying to square up to the right side. Lays down a super big hit, and that'll be automatically awarded back to UC Santa Barbara. See the aggressiveness wearing off a little bit here from Santa Barbara as they're trying to take things a little more slow, especially after their 6-point lead that they've given themselves. Looks like we'll have a foul here on the inside arc. Now handling it, I believe, is number 18. That's Amanda Grissom. Apologies, that was 16, passing it out to Guzdar. That was number 16, Kia Kofed. She's got a hat trick tonight for this UCSB squad. Handling it at the top of the fan, that's Jackie Eanes. Eanes moving in on their left end. She has fellow teammate go down in front of her, and that was, I believe, Brooke Ellis, who just kind of tripped in front of her, and that stopped the whole play. Now moving forward is BYU. Handling it well is number 9. That's going to be Malia Hansen. Hansen now moving forward, waiting for friends and company. Here's Hannah Nelson. Nelson dishing this out to Valkenburg. Valkenburg, a little too much on that one, but this will be scooped up right away by Hansen. Hansen alternating to the top fan. Back to Nelson. Nelson cutting up the right end. She throws and bounces this one just a tad bit wide. Should be given right back to UCSB. Bit of fun past couple of hours here. Tempe, Arizona. And here picking this one back up for BYU is Hannah. Hannah now alternating within her own attacking zone. Back out to Valkenburg. Valkenburg, solid passing over to number 16. That's Skopek. Skopek has a goal tonight already. Handling this is Gonzalez. Gonzalez already has 2 goals on back-to-back plays for BYU so far. This one's a little bit wide, and trying to scoop this one up is UCSB's number 6, Guzdar, but BYU gets it right back. That's number 12, Abigail Hooper. This one rolls all the way on the far end and will roll out. UCSB gets possession right back. Now, BYU gets this right back as well. 12-6 is the score so far between both these teams. UCSB has done a great job playing aggressively and playing the offense to the best of their abilities. And in tournaments like these, this is where you want to conserve your energy the best you can. And you can see, too, UCSB trying to take things a little slower here in the late stages. Even though they have a 6-point lead, they want to make sure that they don't wear out some of their starters before their next game. Handling it, however, is Nelson. BYU just wanting to add more points to their total. Nelson gets tripped up on the inside arc. Taking this one away, however, is number 22, Abby Deegan. UCSB is able to take this one back. Here's Naren holding on to it. Naren passes it over to number 29. I believe that's Emery. Emery now on the far end, trying to move forward. She'll dish this one forward to number 16. I believe that's Kia Kofed. Kofed passing this one on the inside. Kayla Carpenter now, a centering pass. Tries to go for a shot, isn't able to find a lane. She gets tripped up just on the outside part of the box. Kaylee Carpenter will stand behind the actual goalkeeper. Try to move forward. Kayla Carpenter alternates behind the left end of the net. Tries to go for a centering pass. Nobody's there. Kayla Carpenter cuts in front. She's able to find number 16, and here's a shot, but picked up. Great job by Anna Kreppel being able to read it. That was a solid shot by Kia Kofed. She was looking for her 4th of the night. Holding on to it well is number 21. That's Brianna Miller. Apologies about that. Handling it is Hannah King. BYU swatting this one away. And trying to go up for it. One-on-one opportunity for BYU. The fast break gets squandered. However, BYU still holding on to it. Going for back-to-back opportunities. And Naren gets it. Great defense by UCSB. Great job by Santa Barbara being able to put a stop to that play. That was Tessa Fry. She was looking for a hat trick. Wasn't able to get it. Handling it well, however, is number 10. That's Jackie Enns. Enns moving forward, goes for the one-on-one opportunity, passes it to Kayla Carpenter. Carpenter finds top shelf, and she gets a hat trick of her own. taking Carpenter to a whole new meaning as she's just absolutely building that score column here for Santa Barbara. Kayla Carpenter obtains the hat trick, as well with Kia Kofed, two of the best attackers so far for this UCSB squad. And now Santa Barbara extends their lead once again, 13-6. And Carpenter's absolutely building something here tonight for Santa Barbara. And UCSB 13-6 once again. They take back control. Grace Davison handling it now well, trying to move up on the inside. She'll pass this over a little too much on it and a little too wide. She was trying to find Kia Kofed on the inside part of the fan. Wasn't able to get anything going. Moving forward with it, however, is number 21 for BYU, Brenna Miller. Miller gets this one poked away. UCSB moving forward, 26 handling it, that's Ava Shandy. Passing it right back over to number 29, Grace Emery. Emery now passing it over to 23, that's Hannah Kang. Kang to Davison. Davison back to Guzdar. Guzdar finds Hannah Kang on the inside, over the head shot, and a great blocking end by Anna Kreppel. And picked off again by number 29, that's Grace Emery. Emery finds the bottom, and she gets her hat trick. And Kayla Carpenter, Grace Emery, and Kia Kofed combined for 9. UCSB goes up 14-6. And the two biggest players on this team, who are all looking for hat tricks, knocking on the door since the second period, have now found the back of the net, and now they have themselves a hat trick of their own. 9 points between this trio, split up 3 different ways. Kayla Carpenter, Grace Emery, and Kia Kofed have all built themselves a hat trick here tonight in the Cactus Classic in Tempe, Arizona. 14-6. UCSB leading by 8. Poked away. Trying to take it now is Hannah Kang. She gets it. Moving forward. And UCSB, Santa Barbara, trying to expand their lead. Moving forward is Guzdar. Guzdar passing it now along the left end. Handling it is number 16. That's Kia Kofed. Kofed dishing this one out to 18. That's Grissom. Grissom passing this one to Davison. Davison slips in the arc. Somehow is still able to get a pass off. Great job by Emery. Emery dishing this one in to Guzdar. Guzdar gets hit on the inside part of the arc. You see Santa Barbara and BYU fighting for it. Ground ball now kicked away. Hannah Kang chasing after it. However, on top of it is Hooper. Hooper gets it right back. Here's a pass to Rebecca Anderson. Anderson trying to take it forward now. And again, Anderson's been a great defensive member so far for this BYU squad. Regardless of the score, Anderson's done a great job by her own, taking control. Handling it and trying to scoop it up is number 23. That's going to be Madeline Larkin. She's able to pick it up finally, and 3 defenders on her. Larkin moving forward on the right end of the fan, trying to find someone in the center. She finds number 5. That's Tessa Fry. She's looking for a hat trick. And handling it now is number 17. That's going to be Amelia Henderson. Henderson dishing this one over to Huntington. Now back over to Tessa. Tessa alternating on the right end of the crease. She'll dish this one into Gonzalez. Gonzalez misses wide. She'll get fouled, however, on the inside arc. But regardless of it, refs wave it off and be awarded to Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara now getting it right back. Passing it over to Naren. Naren trying to move it forward. Apologies, can't deliver an actual time for everybody listening. And as I say that, that's the end. The University of Santa Barbara kicks things off in the Cactus Classic in the best of best ways. 14-6 against BYU. Kayla Carpenter, as well as Kia Kofed and Grace Emery, combined for a hat trick. Tessa Frey, as well as Bellica Gonzalez, were knocking on it for BYU. Kelly Gibson, Tessa Fry, Clarabella Skopek, and Gonzalez were the goal scorers for this BYU squad. We also saw Kayla Carpenter get a hat trick. Jackie N score, Brooke Ellis score. MK Colleran with a great job and a great pass across the middle of the field. Took it right back, and she was able to score by herself. Kia Kofed with a hat trick as well. Hannah King scored the first goal of the night for UC Santa Barbara. Grace Emery also got a hat trick, and ending things off was Julia Bogdan, who scored in the second period. MVP of tonight's game, no doubt about it, was Kia Kofed, as well as Karina Nairn. They've done a great job for this University of Santa Barbara squad. Kia Kofed with over 2 assists as well. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to this early stages of the Cactus Classic between the University of Santa Barbara. They took it home against BYU. Don't worry, however, we still have another game to come. Michigan State will be taking on Auburn, the Tigers. In the next one, we'll have a match that most people only see in a Coliseum. The Spartans versus Tigers up next. Hello and welcome everybody to Tempe, Arizona. Today we are continuing the Cactus Classic here on Field B, and so far it's the Spartans versus the Tigers, a matchup you only see in the Coliseum. Tempe, Arizona getting started, getting ready for the final few games of tonight's Cactus Classic. Spartans on the way, carrying number 46, that's Vivian Rennick. So far, trying to get things happening on the inside. The Spartans and the Tigers both haven't played yet. This is their first game in the Cactus Classic tourney. Passing it over is number 21. That's Cassidy Yoder, the attacker and midfielder. Now passing along the top of the fan, number 32, Taylor Sipin. Taylor trying to move in. She finds it. And Spartans strike early. That was Taylor Sipin, the midfielder for the Spartans, and they get up early on. Spartans 1-0 over the Tigers. 10-7 overall record for Auburn, and 6-3 overall for the Michigan State Spartans. They are 3-1 in conference play. As for Auburn, they're 2-2 in conference play. Auburn a few more games under their belt and in a little bit more of a tougher conference, as most would assume. And a 3-1 conference record for Michigan State so far. Less games, but more inter-conference play for them. Here's the Spartans starting it out again. Number 46 grabbing it. That's Vivian Rennick. So dish this one over to number 13. That's Emma Carrier. Carrier dishing this one back over to Cassidy Yoder. Moving up on the inside now. Yoder gets poked away. Auburn trying to play some aggressive defense. Handling it, Emma Carrier again. Carrier back over to Vivian. Rennick now on the top of the fan, guarded closely. Number 13, Emma Carrier grabbing it again. Top of the fan. Alternating to her left side. She'll pass this one out, but a little too long. Auburn now trying to fight for it. Tigers pick it up, rolling out to the right side. It's number 14, Katie Beasley. Beasley now has got a lot of room in front. She's got a 3-on-3 attack open. Beasley moving forward. She'll dish this one out. Handling it well. Back over to Beasley. Beasley dishing this one over to Caroline Albert. Caroline moving up on the inside. She's got some open room. She hits the top of the post, and a great deflection as well by the goalkeeper. That's, I believe, number 28, Alyson Brettbach. And Spartans get this immediately right back. This one goes out of bounds. Spartans retain possession. Good job by the Spartans being able to move this in their own attacking position. Poked away. Great job by the Tigers. Picked up by Caroline Albert. She'll try to move forward. 3 defenders on her. Auburn loses possession. This will roll back inside of the crease, picked up by Auburn. Auburn throwing this one over to the left side. Great job being able to cradle it is Lily Sanders. Solid passing between the Tigers. And getting it right back is number 16, Lily Sanders. She moves forward. She now has fellow attackers in company. Alternating behind the back of the net, trying to roll up on the inside of the crease. She'll dish this one out to number 21, that's Ari French. Ari rolling out to her left. She'll dish this one up on the inside. Here's a shot, and not able to get it in. A great block there by number 28, Alyssa Bretbach. Got to start calling her Alyssa Bretbach. Great job for this Spartan squad early on. Great defense being played out and some solid defense as well by the Tigers. Picking it up, however, after the ground ball is Beasley. Good job by the Tigers moving it forward. Stepping up is Albert. Albert rolling out to the left side of the fan. She'll hold on to it for a little bit. She'll finally pass this to Tara Walsh. Walsh doing a good job passing this one up on the inside. Not able to get anything going. Here's a centering pass, but can't get it. And this one gets deflected out of the goalkeeper. Solid passing by Auburn. Handling it to Janie Jasinski. Janie trying to pass this one in. Here's another shot opportunity by Auburn. Lily Brown misses. And this will be foul given to Spartans. Great offense so far by the Tigers, but even better defense by the Spartans. And here's a solid check at midfield. I have a green card be awarded to Lily Sanders. Great job by the Spartans trying to move up on the inside. This pass gets deflected. This will most likely roll out of bounds, and it does. Spartans lose possession. Tigers get it back. Tigers moving forward on the near side. Here's a check again by the Spartans. Auburn moving in on the near side of the field. Trying to get something going. Lots of shots early on for the Tigers, but nothing's fallen just yet. Here's Michigan. They got a one-on-one fast break opportunity. Cutting up on the right side of the crease. It's number 27. That was Olivia Shaw. She couldn't make anything happen. She tried. Here's number 6, dishing it up on the inside. Handling it's number 22 and fighting top shelf. Jennifer McWealthy, the midfielder for Michigan State. And Spartans go up 2-0 against Auburn. And a beautiful shot there by Jennifer McWealthy. I mean, absolute precision for the Spartans. Spartans chants already happening on the sidelines. Lots of Michigan fans in attendance. And face-off upcoming now for MSU. Michigan State winning face-off. Spartans regain control. Little fumbling. However, Auburn gets it back. Tigers trying to move forward with it now. Fast break opportunity for the Tigers. Passing it off is number 2. That was Emma Grace Early. Couldn't find anything with that pass. However, trying to go for a centering pass, dishing this one out to the left side. Handling it was number 1. That's, apologies, number 11. That was Lily Brown who was trying to control it. Auburn now on the left side, trying to attack forward through the center. Trying to go forward with it. Nice spin move here by Auburn. Lost possession, however, gets it right back. Passing it up on the inside, trying to go for an overhead pass and finds the back of the net. Abby Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh getting her first goal of the night. Tigers finally get up on the board and 2-1. Great offense early on by both sides. Michigan State trying to get themselves back in the scoring column and trying to respond to the Tigers. Great job by the Tigers being able to find the back of the net. That was a great shot by Abby Kavanaugh. Over the head shooting works to perfection. And this one's up in the air finally. Auburn trying to get it and fumbling for it. Ground ball possession. Scooped up by Auburn. Moving forward with it. Great stick handling and great cradling. Trying to go for a fast break opportunity. This one gets swatted away. Great defense, however, by Michigan State. Spartans and Auburn both fighting for it. Tigers get it back. Rotating on the left side of the fan. Gets poked away. Spartans trying to move it forward. This one's poked away again. Handling it now right on the edge of the out-of-bounds zone. Michigan State able to get it back. Falling to her feet, however. I believe that was number 15, Ashley Toth. This will be awarded to Spartans. Michigan State doing a good job controlling the ball in their own end. Playing some good defense here against Auburn. Here's a wide pass. Tough to handle. Auburn trying to scoop it up. Swatted away. Spartans get it back. Here's kind of a high pass. However, rolling out to her left side. Handling it well is Cassidy Yoder. Yoder trying to move it forward. Handling it and passing it back to number 45 for the Spartans. Trying to move forward and a good swat and a good deflection. But we'll rule that as a rough foul call. And setting up at the crease line now for Michigan State's number 45, Isabella Dudek. Dudek now, one-on-one opportunity, has a chance to put the Spartans ahead by 2. Moves forward, throws it right out the gate and gets a great deflection on it. Great job by Auburn's goalkeeper. That was number 28, Sasha Fair. Moving it forward well is Auburn at midfield, handling its number 4, Fiona McNally. McNally trying to move it up. Great job finding number 16 for Auburn. That's going to be Lily Sanders. Sanders will just dump this one off to number 26, Abby Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh dissing this one on the inside part of the fan. Now handling it well on the inside zone. One-on-one opportunity. Finds top shelf. A great celebration and an even better goal for number 19, Caroline Albert. And we got ourselves a tie game. 2-2. Between the Tigers and the Spartans. And that was a great celebration there by Caroline Albert. She threw her stick down in aggression. Gives me flashbacks to baseball bat flips there. Now Tigers and the Spartans facing off once again at midfield. 2-2 is the score here. And face-off upcoming. And referee making sure everything is all set in place. And planting now both teams. Ball is up. Auburn gets it. Handling it well. Lots of defense being played by the Spartans. Moving forward, losing it for a second is Caroline Albert. Last goal scorer for Auburn. Great passing between midfield. Auburn trying to move it forward. And got ourselves a ground ball. Spartans pick it up. Handling is number 46, Vivian Rennick. And swatted away. Great job by number 26. That's going to be Abby Kavanaugh on the right end. Passing it back and forth is number 14, Katie Beasley. Alternating around the back end. Handling it at center. Finds the back net. Beautifully played out there. Number 21 for Auburn, Ari French. And Auburn goes up by 1. And what a switch in leads here. Auburn down by 2 early on, now up by 1 after 3 consecutive goals. One falling by Abby Kavanaugh, the next one by Caroline Albert, and now by Ari French. As she says, un, deux, trois. And getting ready again at face-off At midfield. Auburn now playing aggressive, playing well on offense. Defense for the Spartans still not really letting up. And we got a hard foul right off. That was a tripping call. Good call by the referee. Midfield. Auburn gets it right back. Handling it well is number 19, Caroline Albert. Albert, one of the top go-getters, too, for this Auburn squad. Handling it in on the right side. Auburn midfield. And centering pass gets it to go. Auburn again. Within seconds, Katie Beasley makes this a 4-2 game. Katie Beasley scoring for Auburn. And we got ourselves a great game here on Field B. Auburn, 4-2 is... Katie Beasley gets a goal of her own. That was a great centering pass, too, by Caroline Albert. She did a good job being able to read Beasley across the center of the crease. And now Auburn, a team that was down by 2, now up by 2. Spartans now flick this one up. Not able to get it. Auburn moving forward. Trying to move forward. Fast break opportunity for Auburn. Upcoming. And they'll dish this one out to the back end. That was a great job by Jenny Jasinski. Trying to move that in. Solid passing going on. Auburn moving it on the left side of the fan. Solid pass out to Early. Early to McNally. McNally passing it back over to number 5. That's Jasinski. Jasinski passing it back over. Trying to find something across the center. Nothing going. Auburn on the left side. Here's a good pass between the back end of the net. Handling it's number 4, McNally. McNally trying to find someone open. She'll find number 5. That's Jasinski. Jasinski passing it over to the left side of the fan once again. Handling it is Caroline Albert. Now handling it is Ari French. She scored a goal previously. Here's a shot just a bit wide. And if that would have found that, that would have been an explosive goal for Auburn. That was Tara Walsh who had the opportunity there. And Spartans will fumble this one. A little bit of a trip up here in their own zone. Spartans get it right back. We'll continue playing. And some sloppy passing early on by the Spartans. And so far, Auburn's been able to capitalize. However, MSU looking to change that around. Auburn's done a great job, too, playing possessively, but also being aggressive. Handling it again is McNally. McNally back out to Early. Early on the right end of the fan. Here's Jasinski. Handling it is French. French back out to Albert. Rotating along the back end of the net. Trying to move up on the inside part of the crease. Goalkeeper's there. Handling it's Brown. Brown trying to dish it on the inside. Solid passing. Ari French handling it. Tries to make an advance towards the center part of the crease. She'll throw. Finds top shelf, but almost. Actually, that gets blocked. Beautifully played by Allison Brettbach. Some great goalkeeping there. Some great goaltending by MSU. And that'll keep the score at bay 4-2. Auburn still maintaining possession. In control is Early. Early to McNally. McNally back out to number 5. That's Jasinski. Jasinski now controlling it at the top of the fan. Rotating out to her left. She'll pass this one off to Early. Early, nice cradling skills. Trying to move up on the inside now is 21. That's Ari French. She loses possession for a second, gets it back. French trying to move up on the inside. Throwing it down is number 20 for Auburn. And a beautiful goal there by Tara Walsh. She missed that first one just a bit wide, but still with the same power and the same force. She found the back net, and now Auburn goes up by 3. 5-2 is the score here in just the first quarter of play between these two squads. And so far, the Tigers taking advantage of the Spartans. And getting ready for face-off at midfield. Handling it well. Auburn Auburn trying to maintain possession. Of a little bit of a roughing call. So we'll give right back to Auburn. Handling it again is Jasinski. Jasinski, solid cradling. Out on the right side's Albert. Albert dishing this one over to number 18. That's Carly Walker. Walker now moving it up on the left end. Handling it well was Lily Brown. Brown at the top of the fan. Joined alongside her is Jasinski. Jasinski all the way out to Albert. Apologies, that's Walsh on the right end. Trying to step up, however, was number 26, Abby Kavanaugh. Trying to go for a centering pass there, but wasn't able to find McNally. Auburn now just trying to find something to go again and give themselves a bigger lead. Auburn trying to find a centering pass. Nobody there. Moving along the back end of the crease. Trying to step up for Auburn was number 26. That's Abby Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh previously had a goal, too, for the Tigers. And a Coliseum matchup of sorts between both these squads. Both teams at the top of their conference throwing in for a bounce shot and gets it to go. Number 11, Lily Brown, finds back net. And make this a 6-2 game. Auburn scores 6 unanswered. Michigan State trying to dig themselves out of this hole. Still a lot of time in the first half to put themselves in a great spot. However, Auburn taking advantage here and maintaining majority possession has been the difference maker early on. And a great matchup early on. Auburn, their 10-7 record, really showing proof as to why they're at one of the top teams in their conference. Handling it well, however, for MSU is number 21, Cassidy Yoder, trying to move it up on the inside. Michigan State trying to get back some goals that were lost. First time in a couple minutes that MSU has been back inside of Auburn territory, trying to make the most of this opportunity. Yoder in the back of the net, trying to move along the right end of the crease. Solid spin moves by Yoder, but Auburn's defense not falling for it. Here's a pass across the center, trying to go in, and a great block there by number 28, Sasha Fair for Auburn. That was a great shooting attempt by Alina Bowman. And this ball is being fumbled around at midfield. Auburn trying to get it back. However, Michigan State has a lot more in company. They'll have an interference call. Michigan State will get it right back. Trying to move forward quickly. They'll lose it. Maintaining possession, however, is Isabella Dudek. Dudek along the left end loses possession. Auburn fighting for the ground ball. Let MSU just grab it right back. MSU along the back end of the net. Trying to move forward up on the crease. Handling it's 24, Alina Bowman. Bowman back over to 21, Yoder. Yoder now moving along the inside. Here's a bounce shot, but a great block once again by Auburn's Sasha Fair. Moving along the inside part of the crease, here's a quick opportunity for MSU, and that horn signals an end to the first quarter. 6-2 in the first quarter. Auburn scores 6 unanswered. And apologies, looks like we'll have a late second foul call on the inside arc. We'll have one more shot opportunity before the end of this quarter. I believe taking it is number 2, Amanda Granadar. She gets revved up, throws it, finds it! Beautiful shot! What an absolute snipe by Amanda Granadar. She gets her first, and a beautiful way to end the first quarter. Michigan State cuts the lead to 3 now. 6-3, Auburn. The Tigers lead by 3. actually for Auburn. Hello and welcome back to Tempe, Arizona. My name is Kai Jinagabas, delivering play-by-play here on the Sports Mountain Network. Beautiful day for the Cactus Classic here in Tempe, Arizona. Currently 6-3, Auburn Tigers leading the Michigan State Spartans. And starting things off is the Spartans, who maintain control after faceoff. Second quarter underway. Handling it, Jennifer McWethy. She scored a goal early on for the Spartans. This gets poked away in Auburn territory. Dangerous spot here for Auburn. However, great control great stick handling here by Auburn's number 24. Apologies, number 34. That was Felicia Milligan. She runs up on the near side, trying to move this one forward and clear it out. Auburn doing a good job handling it. Katie Beasley, she scored 2 early on in the first quarter. Auburn lost possession, trying to get it right back. Michigan State handling it well. Be a foul call. This will be awarded right back to the Tigers. Tigers get possession. Lily Sanders in control. Sanders moving forward on the right side. She steps forward with Abby Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh rotating along the right end crease. Trying to make something happen on the near side. Here's a pass out to Tara Walsh. Walsh dishing this over to Katie Beasley. Beasley at the top of the fan, moving this one back over to number 2, Emma Grace Early. Trying to dish this on the inside. Here's number 19, top shelf! Oh my goodness, from the arc, that's 18 meters out, Carly Walker. A beautiful snipe by Carly Walker. Puts Auburn up once again, 7-3. And while most might say that Auburn has kind of a worser record throughout the games that they've played, they've also played almost 10 games more than this Michigan State squad. And the experience throughout this season showing for the Auburn Tigers. Great job by the Tigers playing aggressively and playing to the point. They've done a great job scoring with inside the arc, and they've had some good plays inside the crease as well. This one gets dished out. Auburn trying to get it right back. Michigan State kind of squandering for it. However, Auburn gets it. Handling it is 19. That's Caroline Albert. Albert with a nice little spin move. Passes this one over to Ward. Shannon Ward moving on the inside. Here's a centering pass on the inside. Finds it. And Abby Kavanaugh with her second of the night. And the Auburn Tigers are moving. And just like actual Tigers, they're hungry for more, wanting to get back out there and score. Auburn up 8-3. And what a change so far in this game. Auburn down 2-0 early on. They responded with 6 unanswered. Then Michigan State decided that they were going to score last minute in the first quarter. And now Auburn Tigers back to scoring once again. 8-3 is the score on Field B in Tempe, Arizona for the Cactus Classic. Getting ready for face-off. Ball is up. Auburn trying to handle it. They get it. Getting it almost immediately is number 30, Avery Paul. Paul dishes this one back out to Walsh. Walsh dishing this to midfield. Not able to control it, however, with Sophia Sharpneck. And this one gets fumbled. Michigan State on a breakaway. Here's a fast break opportunity. Over the head shot, trying to go, and not able to get it. Poked away. Alina Bowman had the opportunity. Dishing this one to midfield. Here's a counter, trying to go. Here's Early on a break. Early gets this one poked away. Of a high stick given back to Auburn. Here's Auburn. Good job on the outside fan. Passing this one up on the back end of the net. Handling it is Lily Brown. Lily dishing this to the left side. Now handling it is number 7. That's Shannon Ward. Ward passing this on the inside. Early spin moves. Gets poked, and this is going to be a nice penalty shot for Auburn. Getting ready is early. Top of the arc. Has the opportunity to expand the lead here for Auburn. This one gets poked away. Auburn not able to do so. Rolling in on the inside, and she finds it. And I believe that was Abby Kavanaugh with a hat trick already. And Abby Kavanaugh giving Auburn Tigers a 6-goal lead over the Michigan State Spartans. 9-3 is the score. Abby Kavanaugh already breaking out with a hat trick. Auburn getting ready to face off against the Spartans. Face-off technique working out in Michigan State's favor. Moving forward now, number 21, Cassidy Yoder. Yoder now on the right end of the fan. Trying to find something over the middle. Can't do anything. She'll rotate on the inside net. Yoder now trying to pass this one forward. She moves up on the inside crease, fires it, and a great save there by Sasha Fair. Trying to move it forward, however, is Auburn. A little bit of fumbling, but handling it is Emily Kendall. Great movement forward. Michigan State pokes it away. Michigan with the behind-the-back flip. That was a great play there by Emma Carrier. Spartans trying to move it forward. Here's Carrier. Catherine Buki now moving on the inside. Throwing it down. Great bounce shot, but another great save by Sasha Fair. And here's a long-range pass across midfield. This gets trapped down by the Spartans, number 17. That's Buki. Handling it now is Isabella Dudek. This gets swatted away. Number 24, Alina Bowman handling it now. Swatted away again by Auburn. Auburn takes it back now. Handling it is Sasha Fair. That was a little too close for comfort by her own teammate, but handling it now is Sophia Sharpnack. Sophia dishing this one over to Fiona McNally. McNally now moving in midfield. Trying to move forward. McNally avoiding some poke checks, and she finds back net. She goes coast to coast. Fiona McNally goes coast to coast for the Auburn Tigers and puts them in double-digit territory. 10-3 for the Tigers. And a beautiful play by Sophia McNally. Cross-body shot. Finds bottom shelf. And everybody getting involved, too, with this Auburn Tigers team. So far, goals with Fiona McNally. Another one with Lily Brown. Another one being awarded to Katie Beasley, Carly Walker, Carolyn Albert, Ari French, and Tara Walsh. Also, let's not forget about Abby Kavanaugh, the real difference maker so far. 3 goals and a hat trick is what makes of it. We'll have a timeout upcoming. Hello and welcome back, everybody, to Tempe, Arizona. The Cactus Classic is upon us here. And so far, we've already been through one game tonight on Field B. That was between BYU and UC Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara wound up winning 14-6. Looks like we have another high-scoring affair on this one as well. Auburn Tigers up by 7. 10-3 is the score. Abby Kavanaugh already with a hat trick in just the first half. And here's Michigan State now, trying to change the way this one's been played out, wanting to change the pace a little bit here and put themselves back in the scoring column. Have a roughing call. This will be awarded back to Auburn. Auburn now at midfield. Some good decent, some good stick movement. Make for some solid attacks for Auburn so far here tonight. Handling it well is Sharpnack. Now handling it is number 19. That's Caroline Albert. She scored a goal too for Auburn earlier on. She'll dish this one out to number 20. That's Tara Walsh. She scored as well. Now moving in on the inside and finding bottom shelf once again. Abby Kavanaugh rotates in from the inside crease. She finds an open shooting lane and she gets it to fall. Kavanaugh with her 4th. And make this an 11-3 ball game. Abby Kavanaugh, MVP here so far for this Auburn Tigers team. And as this one inches closer to halftime, you got to think, can the Spartans claw their way back out of this one? And the Auburn Tigers getting ready for another exciting face-off. 11-3 is the score against the Michigan State Titans. Spartans, apologies. 6-3 overall record for the Spartans. We're looking to expand on it again here tonight. Here's Auburn going the opposite way, trying to get this one to the goalkeeper. This one goes over the head of Sasha Fair. This will roll out of bounds, and Auburn lose possession. This will be given back to Michigan State. Michigan State now gets an opportunity to score. Michigan State now controlling it at the fan. Trying to control it on the inside part of the arc now. Rotating over is number 45. That's Isabella Dudek. Dudek trying to pass it around. She gives it off to Vivian Rennick. Now moving up on the inside. Number 6, Abigail Soriano. Soriano now. Still at the top of the fan. Solid pass over to number 13. That's Emma Carrier. Carrier behind number 21. It's Cassidy Yoder. Yoder now just rotating along the back end of the net. Trying to handle it at the crease. Trying to get a centering pass. A little bit of collision there. Solid screens being set by Michigan State. However, still nothing open. Yoder just waiting for help on the inside. She can't find anything. A little bit of a cluster within the middle of the arc. Yoder trying to pass this one out to the outside. This one will just roll the way out of bounds. This will be awarded right back to Auburn. And good job by Auburn being able to take it back. Tara Walsh has a goal tonight too for Auburn. Been a great night all the way around for the Tigers as they move forward with this past midfield. Auburn trying to make something of this. Open on a 1v1 opportunity here for Auburn is number 21. That's going to be Ari French. She can't do anything with it. Auburn trying to control it, however, on the outer side of the fan. Handling it well now is Shannon Ward. Ward dishes this one over to Albert. Albert passing this one over to Friends and Company with Katie Beasley. Beasley to the left side. Handling it again is number 10. That's Stuart Allen. On the inside part was Shannon Ward, and that fell just out of the carriage and wasn't able to find back net on that one. That was a real big opportunity for Auburn to extend their lead. Moving in on the inside is Tara Walsh trying to go for an over-the-head shot, but this falls out was Katie Beasley. Michigan State gets this one swatted away, but they'll maintain possession. A little bit of roughing there. Michigan State moving this one forward to midfield, trying to get out of their box. They do so. Handling it is Vivian Reddick. Reddick now moving up on the near side. Moving forward at midfield. Vivian doing a good job splitting lanes between defenders. Vivian passing this one at the top of the fan, trying to move this one. One chop shelf, but a great job by Sasha Fair blocking that one. And Sasha Fair ain't really been making it a fair game for Michigan State with all the blocks she's made tonight. Sasha trying to tell Auburn defenders to move around a little bit. Here was a pass, but didn't have enough on it. Michigan State will take this one right back. Handling it is number 30. That's Carly Bantz. Carly Bantz moving in. This will be dished off to Bowman. Bowman loses possession on a little bit of a walkie pass, trying to stay inside the box. However, Michigan State, they do that, just that. Jennifer McWethy, one of the 3 players on this MSU squad to score a goal. Here's Taylor Sipin. She scored the first goal for MSU earlier on. Trying to make something happen here is Michigan State. Alternating at the top of the fan. Nothing going for them just yet. Lots of movement, however, by the Michigan State attackers. Nothing on the inside yet has really been screaming out for MSU. Solid cut move on the inside, throwing it in a bounce shot. Great job by number 21 for MSU. That's Cassidy Yoder, one of the top attackers for this MSU squad. Cuts the lead to 7. At 11-4 now is the score. Auburn Tigers leading by 7. Cassidy Yoder joins the list of goal getters for this Michigan State squad. So far, MSU hasn't really had an answer for Abby Cavanaugh. 4 goals on the night. At MSU, they started out with some great defense, but some of it's been a little lackluster of late. Auburn Tigers getting ready for face-off. Still in the second quarter, have not hit that halftime point just yet. And getting ready for face-off. Here it is. Tipped up. Automatic possession given to MSU. MSU will just keep moving forward with it. 22. Handling it now. That's Jennifer McWethy. She'll pass this to the top of the fan. Handling it. Taylor Sipin. Sipin dishing this one to the top. Handling it is Yoder. The one who just scored a goal for MSU makes an advance on the inside and finds the 5-hole. Cassidy Yoder with back-to-back goals for MSU. She cuts the deficit now to just 6. Cassidy Yoder now trying to make an impact of her own for MSU. And the Auburn Tigers still lead 11-5, but 2 back-to-back unanswered goals for Michigan State. Michigan State fans finding a little bit of spark back in them after what was a rough first quarter and what was a rough early part of the second quarter. Tides are starting to change a little bit here now between both these squads, and specifically for MSU. MSU wanting to make advances. Getting a little second here for tip-off to get tipped off, and here we go. MSU trying to get possession. Auburn takes it back instead. Apologies, MSU will flick this one out, and now they get it right back. Handling it well and trying to go on a counterattack is number 22. That's Jennifer McWethy. McWethy moving this one over on the top end of the fan. Handling it, however, is Cassidy Yoder. She scored back-to-back goals for the Spartans. Number 13 now, Emma Carrier having it. Now handling this one, this gets squandered a little bit. But number 4 able to pick it back up, that's Sophia Ryan. Ryan trying to cut up on the inside. Not able to find anything. She'll dish this one right back out to 22. That's McWethy. McWethy gets blocked on the arc. Trying to look for an open attacker. McWethy trying to take this one herself. That's a tough body check call, but nonetheless, number 22, Jennifer McWethy, able to get a shot off here. From the arc, wanting to cut this deficit to just 5. She throws it, and great block by Sasha Fair, expecting the bounce pass. This gets deflected away, and MSU able to pick it right back up. Beautiful save by Sasha Fair. Trying to move this one up on the inside. Handling it is number 21, that's Yoder. Yoder now going for a bounce pass. Another great save by Sasha Fair. She's been making all of it happen so far for Auburn on defense. Tigers moving this one forward. A little bit of a wide pass. Scooped up well, however, by number 30. That's Carly Bantz. Bantz passing this one off to number 10. That's Gerbic. Good pass on the outside. Yoder handling it behind the net. Yoder trying to find an open attacker and an open teammate. 2-minute warning now on the field. Handling it well, however, is MSU's number 10. That was Gerbic. Gerbic dishing this one right back off to Yoder on the back end of the net. Yoder trying to find an open teammate across the middle line of the crease. No one's at the seam yet. Here's Yoder trying to cut in on the right side. Trying to go for a nice little spin move. She'll cut up on the inside. She'll try to go for a shot, and she gets it. And just like that, Cassidy Yoder goes for a hat trick all within the same quarter. And she cuts the deficit now to just 5. And the Spartans fighting back. And a great job by MSU. So far, the defense has really stepped up in the bottom half of the second quarter for MSU, not allowing Auburn to really make anything happen in the late stages of this first half. But MSU doing a great job offensively and making the most of their opportunities, or clawing their way back here. 6-11, score now in the second quarter of play. Spartans now scoring off. This gets flipped up. Spartan gets tripped up. Auburn trying to take it forward. Backline moving up. Shannon Ward trying to move up on the inside. Tigers trying to get a goal off. Moving up on the inside of the crease again is Abby Kavanaugh. Seen her score 4 tonight so far for Auburn. Auburn able to retain possession. Try to dish this one out. A little bit of a wide pass, however. Maintaining it is still Shannon Ward. Ward trying to move something up on the inside. This gets picked off by Michigan State. Amanda Grenadier trying to move forward. Auburn swats this one away. Taking it up now is Avery Paul. Avery Paul to Abby Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh cuts up defending lanes. Of a holding call. And shooting space will be called on this one as well. Abby Kavanaugh just dishing this one out to the backside. Trying to move up, however, is number 21. That's Aria French. This gets squandered away. However, maintaining possession of it is number 14 here on the inside. Number 7 losing it. That was Shannon Ward. This gets swatted all the way back to the back line. Auburn now taking this one forward. Ward loses possession. That'll be given right back to MSU. Great defense by MSU, being able to put a stop to that aggressive Auburn offense. And with that, that signals an end to the second quarter of play. The Auburn Tigers still leading by 5. However, Michigan State does wind up scoring 3 in this second quarter of play. Michigan State doing a great job fighting their way back against the Auburn Tigers. We'd also like to give a quick shout out to on the South Mountain Sports Network. All of us here are volunteers, and we appreciate everybody so much for tuning in. We have a nonprofit organization that's linked in the YouTube, and we recommend everybody to go check it out. It's to help empower and also to help kids play more lacrosse here in not just the Valley, but all across the U.S. Thank you so much for joining us for this first half of play. Still more lacrosse left to go between the Auburn Tigers and the Spartans in this Coliseum matchup. Hello and welcome back, everybody, to Tempe, Arizona. So far, the second half gets started off with Michigan State maintaining possession. Auburn takes it right back. Auburn leading 11-6 so far. Knocking on a hat trick is Caroline Albert. Already with a hat trick has been number 26, Abby Kavanaugh. She's got 4 goals on the night for the Tigers. Also, in just the second quarter of play, Cassidy Yoder found the net 3 times as well, giving herself a hat trick of her own. Michigan State, they were up early on, 2-0. Auburn had 6 unanswered. So far, it's been a battle back and forth, but Auburn looking to get back in the scoring column. Here's Abby Kavanaugh again, rotating on the right end of the crease. She'll float back behind the net. And Auburn trying to get that aggressive offense back on pace. We'll have a yellow card awarded here. And I believe this one will go on Michigan State. And that'll go on number 22 for Michigan State, Jennifer McWethy. And here was a missed opportunity here. And Auburn getting this one right back, trying to get back to it. Handling it is number 11, Lily Brown. Trying to cut on the inside, and a great juke move, and almost finding the back of the net. It's number 20, that was Tara Walsh. Came up just short. Auburn will get this right back, however. Lily Brown trying to move up on the inside crease. Walsh back at it, and just a bit wide once again. Walsh had back-to-back opportunities. Auburn will get this one right back again. And Tara Walsh with back-to-back opportunities. Just off. However, Auburn looking to stay on top of it again. Handling it at the top of the fan, however, is number 7, Shannon Ward. Passing this on the inside, trying to move along the back end of the crease, trying to get a centering pass to go. Lily Brown now handling it, rotating behind the net. Lily trying to go for a center. Looks like we'll have a flag. Looks like we'll have an upcoming shot for a shooting space. As will be given on the inside part of the arc. Taking this is going to be Abby Kavanaugh. She's looking for her 5th goal of the night. Abby Kavanaugh gets set. Waits for the whistle. She drives on the inside. Tries to find it, and she does! Abby Kavanaugh for the Auburn Tigers strikes again for her 5th goal of the night and giving Auburn a 6-point lead. And so far, Michigan State has not had an answer for Abby. And an excellent job here for the Detroit Tigers and Abby Kavanaugh, who's knocking on the door of a double hat trick. Auburn doing a great job here tonight, really imposing their will on Michigan State. Auburn takes this one right back. 12-6 is the score now between both these squads. 6-point deficit, or a 6-point lead for Auburn. Moving it forward now, number 19, Caroline Albert. Albert trying to cut up on the inside. Solid pass over, trying to get this one up on the inside. Here's another shot opportunity, but just wide for Ari French. Auburn gets it right back, trying to maintain it at the top of the fan. And a hard foul outside the fan. That was on number 44, Addison Klimzak. Handling it, however, is number 14, Katie Beasley. Beasley moving forward, dishing it over to Albert. Albert rolling out to the right side of the fan, trying to dish it in, but a good block opportunity and a good save by Allison Bredbach. And Allison trying to move forward. However, no one's in net. They'll alternate over. Auburn trying to go for a counterattack opportunity, but that gets squandered there by some good defense by MSU. Here's Lily Brown now on the inside, cradling and gets it to go. Lily Brown makes an impact for her 2nd goal of the night. The Auburn Tigers now lead 13-6 after great goals by Abby Kavanaugh and Lily Brown, who now is knocking on a hat trick of her own. So now 2 players on hat trick watch for Auburn. Number 11, Lily Brown, as well as number 19, Caroline Albert. Abby Kavanaugh is looking for a double hat trick with just 1 more goal ahead of her. And the Tigers now stretching this lead even further. A great night for lacrosse, too. The Cactus Classic underway today in Tempe, Arizona. More coverage to come tomorrow evening. And we'll also have an all-star game tomorrow night for the best players inside of the tournament. But as of right now, let's get back to the action. Auburn playing off against MSU. Running up on the near side, that's number 5 for Auburn. That's Janie Jasinski. Janie doing some great deke moves and trying to get on the inside crease. She'll roll out to opposite ends. Moving on the inside part of the net. Solid dishing between Auburn. A little bit of a ground ball here, scooped back up by Auburn. Auburn dishing it over to Early. Early at the top of the fan. She'll kick this one out to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh now rotating on the left side. She finds an open shooting lane. She tries to get it over the head shot, and she gets it! Abby Kavanaugh with the double hat trick. And that's 6 goals on the day for Abby Kavanaugh. Make this a 14-6 game for the Tigers. And Abby Kavanaugh extending the Tigers' lead to 8. 14-6 again is the score. Third quarter of play between both these squads. And point total is important for this tournament. Here's Auburn with the face-off against MSU. MSU wins the face-off. Handling it now is Vivian Rennick. Rennick now moving up on the inside. She's trying to alternate to the inside part of the fan, and she finds it! And handling that one well and getting a goal right back for MSU was their very own number 46, Vivian Rennick. And MSU now back in the scoring column. 14-7 is the score. Auburn still leading by 7. Auburn doing a fantastic job playing some aggressive offense, trying to make sure their defense stays up to par. Spartans now moving forward with face-off opportunity. Here's the Spartans. Ref clears, and it's up. Spartans trying to get it. Auburn swatting it away. Tigers get it right back. Handling it well, however, is number 5, but this one gets poked away. That was by number 46, Vivian Rennick, who just scored the latest goal for Michigan State. Moving up on the inside. Solid passing here by MSU. This one gets swatted away. So we'll have a checking inside the crease zone, and this will be a shot opportunity here for MSU. MSU now moving up on the inside. Just a little bit wide on that one. 21, Cassidy Yoder was looking for her 4th of the night. Moving up on the inside, number 2, Amanda Grenadier. It's like we'll have a foul on the play. This will bring up an opportunity for MSU to get another shot on goal. Try to change the tides of this one a little bit more. 7-14 is the score for Michigan State. Trying to move up on the inside. Finds top shelf. And is able to get it to go. That's number 2, Amanda Grenadier, her 2nd of the night. And that gets Michigan State back on the board. 14-8 now, a 6-point deficit for Michigan State. And they're fighting their way back as well. Michigan State trying to do the same thing they did in the second quarter, and that's try and claw their way back against this aggressive Auburn Tiger team. And face-off upcoming now at midfield. Here's the face-off opportunity for both teams. Ref lets go. Signal there. And here it is. Great job by Auburn. That's Caroline Albert that'll take it away. But yeah, automatic yellow card awarded to number 21. That's Cassidy Yoder. That is a rough call, too, for MSU. One of their better players. 3 goals on the night so far for Cassidy Yoder. 2-minute yellow, and MSU will play with a man down. Now storming through is number 30, Avery Paul. Auburn now trying to make the most of this mismatch opportunity. Yellow card will be awarded here as well. It's number 46, Vivian Rennick, who scored a goal earlier too for MSU. So now playing with 2 men down. Auburn really trying to take advantage of this situation. Auburn dishing this one behind the net. Doing a good job controlling it, however, is number 10. That's Stuart Allen. Allen passing it right back. Playing behind the net is Auburn. Auburn trying to go for an over-the-head shot, and she gets it to go. That's number 20, Tara Walsh. And Tara Walsh finds herself with her 2nd goal of the night. And now Auburn has another player who's knocking on the door of a hat trick, and that's Tara Walsh. 15-8 is the score now between the Auburn Tigers and the Michigan State Spartans. MSU really trying to fight back now, especially in a 7-point deficit. The Auburn Tigers are now getting ready for face-off at midfield. Tigers awaiting face-off after their latest goal. Still have about another minute or so until those 2-minute penalties get cleared up. MSU now handling it well. Number 13, Emma Carrier with it. Now having control is Grenadier. Grenadier now cutting up the inside lanes. We'll have a flag and a foul. Be roughing on the inside arc. That'll be another shot opportunity now for Amanda Grenadier. On her last opportunity she scored. She's looking to capitalize yet again here and get a hat trick. Here's Grenadier waiting. Here it is, top shelf. She can't find it. Just over the top of the crossbar. I'll be given right back to Auburn. Tigers 15-8 is the score. Great game being played out here in Tempe, Arizona on Field B for the Cactus Classic. Michigan State trying to do their best to claw their way out of this deficit. Handling it is Grenadier once again, trying to cut up on the inside arc. She throws this one sidebar and she can't get it to go. That's a deflection from number 1, Ashley Del Buero. She's into the game now as a goalkeeper for Auburn. Sasha Fair took the first half. She did a phenomenal job, allowing only 6 to go. MSU now handling this at the top of the fan. Cradling is Yoder. Yoder now cutting up on the inside. Here's a solid play, too, by Ashley Delabrero. Good job handling it is Ashley. This one gets flung over to the near end. Handling it is number 14. That's Katie Beasley. Beasley moving this one to the center line. That's Caroline Albert. Albert loses possession. Handling it now is Catherine Buki. Buki moving this one forward. Passing this one to Yoder. Yoder trying to cut up the inside. She's not able to do so. She'll take a step back. She'll find an open teammate. That's Grenadier. Grenadier now trying to move on the inside arc. She cuts over to the right. Getting checked harshly by Katie Beasley. Moving up over, and here's a bounce shot. Great save, too, by Delabueno. Solid pass over. Here's Ashley now. Looking for an open teammate to throw to. And that one a little high, a little out of bounds. As the old saying goes with Bob Hooker, just a bit outside. But MSU will get this one right back. Trying to control it at the top of the fan. Moving forward now is Vivian Rennick. Reddick now stumbles. She's okay. Passes this one over to Grenadier. Grenadier now handling it out. Left side of the arc. Apologies, left side of the fan. Grenadier cuts left. Oh, and a great move. She spins on the inside. A little bit of a bounce shot, but not enough on it. And Grenadier with a solid juke moves. Most people would say that broke your ankles. That was on number 34, Felicia Milligan. And here's Grenadier now taking a shot from the top of the arc. She has the opportunity to get a hat trick right here once again. She throws it sidebar, and a great save by Ashley. Ashley will dish this one out to Albert. Albert now trying to move forward with it. Handling it well. There's a 4-on-3 opportunity here for Auburn. Passing it is Lily Brown. She's still got it at the top of the arc. She's trying to take it to herself. She'll pass this one off to Walsh. Walsh spin moves. There'll be an opportunity now to take a shot from the top of the arc. Beautifully played out by Auburn. Here's Tara Walsh. She'll take the shot. She'll move forward. Tara Walsh on the inside. Throws it top shelf, and she gets it. A bounce shot for Tara Walsh. And Tara Walsh, beautifully played out, finds a hat trick and gives Auburn a 16-8 lead. And an 8-goal lead for the Tigers. (16-8) is the score now. The Auburn Tigers leading by 8. And a hat trick was just given to Tara Walsh after a great shot. Beautiful bounce shot opportunity. And Allison Brett-Bach was not able to snag that one. Auburn gets back possession, trying to move it forward. And they do so at midfield. Handling it is Early. Early losing possession, dishes this one right back, however, to number 4. That's McNally. And MSU gets this one back, trying to pass it out to midfield. Handling it is number 10. That's Gerbic. Gerbic now moving up on the inside. She's trying to alternate behind the back net. She does just that. She tries to find an open lane on the crease, can't do so. Was looking for a centering pass to number 13, Emma Carrier, but Carrier was just out of range. Gerbic dishing this one back over to Carrier. She's in range now at the top of the fan. Carrier alternating to her right. Dishes this one behind the back net. Trying to move forward with it here is number 12 for MSU. This one gets poked away. Not able to handle it was Taylor Young. Auburn able to keep control of it. Solid pass by Ashley out of net. Good clear. Auburn trying to move it forward. Jasinski now moving up the near side. She'll dish this one right back over to Early. Early has teammates in company. She's looking to the center side, and she'll find teammate McNally. McNally drops this one. This will be given right back to number 10. That's Stuart Allen. She takes a hard fall. But nonetheless, Auburn maintains possession. Early now trying to get this one right back. She'll just hand this one politely off to Stuart Allen. Allen moves forward. Dishing this one right back out to Early. Early at the top end of the fan. She'll pass this one all the way on the left side. That's Tara Walsh. Coming in now is Caroline Albert. Handling it on the back end is Lily Brown. Lily dishing this one over to Allen. Allen trying to find a centering pass. She's able to find Albert. Albert flings this one in. A good shot and an even better save by Brett-Bach. This one will be given right back to Auburn. Auburn trying to take advantage of this scenario. Here's Tara Walsh now. She's handling this at the left end of the fan. Coming out of the game now is Early. We also have number 4 leaving as well. That's McNally. Tackers now coming in for Auburn. Auburn dishing this one out to the right end. Stuart Allen doing a good job to control this one. Now handling it is Carly Walker. Walker back over to Allen. Allen trying to dish it to Brown. Brown loses possession of it, however, but they'll say there was a foul on the play, and that'll be given right back to Auburn. Auburn now taking this one right back. Here's Lily Brown. She'll pass this one out to Allen. Allen with a solid pass to Tara Walsh. Walsh now moving at the top of the fan. She cuts on the inside. Overhead shot, bounce shot, and that won't find the net. However, Stuart Allen picks this one back up, trying to get this out to an open teammate. Looks like we'll have a yellow card on the play here. That'll be awarded to Michigan State. Apologies, number is a little far. That'll be number 44, Addison Klimzakak, with a yellow. 3 yellows on the night so far for MSU. And here's an opportunity now for Auburn. Now cutting on the inside is Kate Beasley. Looks like we'll have a shooting space call. And going back to the arc is going to be number 14, Katie Beasley. She has an opportunity to give Auburn a 17-point lead. Here's Beasley, waiting the whistle. She's off. Overhead shot, and she tried to go for a pass. Didn't work in her favor. Caroline Albert spin moves on the inside arc. She'll throw it top shelf. Great deflection, however, by Brett Bach. Auburn trying to pick it right back up. Katie Beasley trips up. I believe number 24, Alina Bowman, on MSU. Great game being played out here so far between both these teams. MSU moving forward now with number 6, Abigail Soriano and company. Joined alongside her is Yoder. Yoder trying to make an advance on the inside. She cuts left, cuts right, throws this one behind her back. Not able to get this to go. Auburn finds the ball officially, and this one gets poked away. Hard hit opportunity. Caroline Albert falls, but MSU maintains possession. And they'll say that that's a dangerous shot is what they'll rule that one. Be a one-on-one opportunity now for MSU. And Auburn gets it. Auburn will move forward. 16-8. Auburn maintaining possession now. Controlling it is number 13. That's Morgan Daughtry. Handling it now is number 18. That's Carly Walker. Walker moving up forward with Lily Brown. And we'll have a green card. That'll be awarded to number 45 for Michigan. That'll be Isabella Dudek. That'll be her first card of the night. Handling it now will be Lily Brown off the line. Lily Brown now setting up at the line. She'll dish this one over to Tara Walsh. Walsh passing this one over to 14. That's Beasley. Beasley now alternating at the top of the arc. Great pick, however, by MSU. MSU now got the turnover. Solid check, however, by the Auburn Tigers. However, that'll be an automatic yellow. It'll be awarded to Auburn. It's number 11, Lily Brown. She's been a difference maker so far as well in Auburn's lead here tonight. She'll get her first yellow of the game. That'll be a 2-minute. MSU now trying to make an impact while they're playing against a team with a man down. Goalkeeper stepping out of net. That's Brett Bach. Brett Bach now moving up to the midline. She'll dish this one back to fellow teammate. Now running forward with its number 15. That's Ashley Toth. Trying to move it forward, however, but not able to control it is Bance. This one gets moved around. Bance finally picks it back up. Moving forward with it is the Spartans. Spartans flickering this one top to bottom. Abigail Soriano handling this at the top of the fan. With that, that'll signal an end to the third quarter of play. And so far, the Auburn Tigers have not stopped their aggressive onslaught of attacks here against the Spartans in the second half. 16-8 is the score for the Auburn Tigers facing off against Thanks so much, everybody, for joining us here in Tempe, Arizona for the Cactus Classic. I'm Kai Janagabis, your play-by-play and color commentator. Joined alongside me, Matt Weisker, our camera operator for tonight. We just want to give a quick shout-out to South Mountain Sports. They're the people that are providing this Cactus Classic event here in Tempe, Arizona. And also, if anybody wants or is interested in donating to the nonprofit, there's a link to help kids play lacrosse in the YouTube channel description. If you guys wouldn't mind going to go check that out, South Mountain Sports would really appreciate it. But until then, back to the action at play. Last quarter, Auburn Tigers versus the Michigan State Spartans. Auburn leads 14-6. Apologies about that. 16-8. So from the previous game, in case anybody was curious, USBC did wind up beating BYU 14-6. But this game, Auburn is winning 16-8. So here we go. Auburn Tigers handling it now in their own zone. Grace Lohr handling it in the midfield. Auburn trying to keep this pace up. They've been aggressive so far. Here's Tara Walsh now on the outside rim. Tara moves inside. Gets checked, poked free. Ball gets obtained by MSU, but a solid swat by Walsh gives this one right back to Auburn. And we'll have a player down inside the arc. This will not look great Refs will come over and possible athletic trainers might be advised. And the trainer is being called down now. Hopefully everything's okay. And we'll be right back after this quick intermission as we get everything figured out on the field. Hello and welcome back, everybody, to Tempe, Arizona. We had a quick little injury intermission. However, everything's all squared away now. We're on Field B, Auburn Tigers taking on the Michigan State Spartans. Currently, Auburn leads 16-8. Auburn's done a great job at really imposing their will offensively. Abby Cavanaugh with a double hat trick tonight. Tara Walsh with a hat trick of her own. Caroline Albert and Lily Brown both knocking on the door of a hat trick of their own. However, MSU now, Auburn in their own territory, trying to make the most of the situation. Auburn gets back started. Fourth quarter underway again. Caroline Albert now handling it on the left end, handing it over to Tara Walsh. Walsh on the left side of the fan. Solid pass here from Carly Walker. Walker to Walsh. Walsh getting checked a little bit. However, here's another pass from Walker. Walker tried to move it on the inside to number 29. I believe that was Aaliyah Sala. Sala not able to handle it. MSU now getting possession right back. Trying to dig themselves out of this hole and looking for a miracle. MSU now handling it in their own backfield. Spartans moving it forward. Handling it's number 15. That's Ashley Toth. Toth now trying to go coast to coast. She's turning on the wheels here. Going coast to coast is Ashley Toth. She does a nice little cut move. Trying to take it by herself, but she'll pass this one away. She'll give this one over to number 22. That's Jennifer McWethy. Handling it now is number 12. That's Taylor Young. Young now on the outside part of the fan. Trying to move on inside. She dishes this one off. Here's a cross-body shot, but a great save, however, by Auburn. That was a great shot by Amanda Grenadier. She is looking for a hat trick of her own as well. She's got 2 goals on the night for the Spartans. Been a main contributor for them so far, not just here, but all season long. Here's Ashley. She'll try and get this one to one of her midfielders, but this one gets slapped away. MSU trying to take possession back. However, fighting for it now is number 17, Emily Kendall. Kendall now on the inside, and she'll dish this one out to Carly Walker. Walker will lose possession of this. MSU picks it back up. Bance now in control. This one swapped away again. Taylor Walsh now trying to get it right back. Now Auburn fighting for it as well. 3-on-3 battle here for the ball, and finally obtained by Auburn. Handling it is Walsh. Walsh and Walker on the left side of the fan. Right up on the inside is Ari French. She had a goal early on in the second quarter of play. Handling it right now is Early. That's Emma Grace Early, one of the midfielders for this Auburn squad. Great job by Auburn, moving it up on the right end. Here's Lily. Here is Stewart for Auburn, passing this one over to Kendall. Now handling it is number 29, that's Sala. Sala now moving up on the outside part of the fan. She'll this one off and hand it over to the left side. That was Lily Sanders. Moving it up on the back end of the net is Auburn. Auburn now passing it over to Walsh. Walsh dishing this one to Early. Early at the top of the fan. Solid screens being set up by Auburn, but nothing really able to go. MSU swats this one away. Michigan State's got an opportunity to go for a counter-attack here. Here's a 4-on-4 opportunity. Handling it well is Grenadier. Grenadier trying to go coast to coast. And we'll have a shooting space call on this one. Yellow will be awarded to Early. That'll be one of the second yellow cards awarded here for this Auburn squad. That'll bring up a great shot attempt here for Grenadier. Grenadier's looking for the hat trick off this shot. Grenadier awaiting whistle. Quick substitution coming in now, number 17, Catherine Buki. Here's Grenadier. Grenadier can't find it. She tried to go on the inside part of the crease, but a great block by Auburn keeps this game at 16-8. Handling it well is MSU, however, picking up their own flaws. Abigail Soriano handling it now. She dishes this one back over to number 22. It's Jennifer McWethy. Jennifer moving on the inside. Bounce shot. She gets it to go. And a great goal by number 22. That was Jennifer McWethy for the Michigan State Spartans. Now this makes this a 16-9 game. Spartans still looking for a miracle here against the Tigers. However, who knows? Spartans still have a little bit of juice left in them. There still might be room for a miracle in Tempe, Arizona. It's the Cactus Classic. Anything can happen here. Face-off upcoming, waiting the referee. Auburn, Michigan State, facing off now, referee. Putting ball placement. And still awaiting it. Referee will finally back off, and now this one gets tipped up. MSU handling it. They'll go the other way. 5-on-4 fast break opportunity early on for MSU. MSU trying to move up on the inside. Here's a shot, and it goes off the top bar. And that's a ringer. That was a great shot, too, by Abigail Soriano. She just wasn't able to find back net. Instead, she found all bar. And MSU trying to get back another goal here. And a great spin move, moving up on the inside. Here's McWethy. She gets fouled on the inside arc. And this will bring up a huge, huge opportunity for the Spartans. Taking a yellow card for this one will be number 23 for Auburn. That's Lauren LeBeau. Now here's a shot opportunity again for Michigan State. The Spartans, number 22, looking for a hat trick. And a great save, just falling into the net of Ashley. And didn't have to do too much on that one. And Auburn keeps the score the same. This ball roll all the way along the far end. Out of bounds zone. However, getting fouled is Auburn. They'll just take this one forward. Fighting for this one in their own zone. This will roll all the way out to midfield. Number 10 for Auburn. That was Stuart Allen trying to move in. Wasn't able to do much of it. Handling it now is number 45, Isabella Dudek. She'll move up on the inside. She's at the top of the fan. She'll flash this one all the way over to 33, and that's Mariah Carrier. Now handling it, number 12, that's Taylor Young. Taylor Young trying to get a centering pass. She'll pass this one along the back end of the net. Swatted away, however, by number 3, Grace Lohr for Auburn. Fighting for it now. A little bit of a scrimmage at the other end. Roughing on that one, and getting back to her feet is Grace Lohr. And now Auburn has the ball once again. Dishing this one over to the middle part of the field. A little bit of a far and wide pass for Auburn. This one gets deflected out of the cage. And now handling is, again, number 32, Sophia Sharpnack. Sharpnack moving forward. Now a solid pass to number 3. That's Grace Lohr. She's moving up on her own end. Another pass back to Sharpnack. Sharpnack moving forward. This one gets swatted away once again. Sharpnack trying to get back to midfield for Auburn. She'll take a far pass. This one will go all the way over to MSU territory. This one gets fumbled. Now up in the air. Auburn and MSU both fighting for it. MSU takes it away. Handling it is number 46, Vivian Rennick. Vivian running up on the left end. She'll try to make something happen inside of Auburn's box. Handling it well, however, is number 6, Abigail Soriano. Soriano now fluttering along the top of the fan. Handling it now is number 33, Mariah Carrier. She's at the top of the fan. Carrier now looking for something to happen on the inside of the crease. No movement happening for MSU just yet. Now cutting in on the inside is McWorthy. Worthy now trying to move on the inside. She can't do so. She'll stay at the top of the fan. Dish this one back over to number 26. That's Alexis Horatis. Horatis now having control of it. Back over to Rennick. Rennick passing it back over to number 6. She'll drop this one, and taking control of it is number 3 for Auburn. That's Grace Lohr. She'll dish this one all the way out to Walsh. Walsh will move forward with it. Tara Walsh now fighting back and forth for it. Solid scrum on the left end. Handling it now is Allen, and Allen gets checked hard at the top of the fan. A little bit of a rough push on that one. Back to her feet, however, is Allen. Allen now cutting on the right end. Handling against number 21, that's Ari French. Ari French now moving this along the back end. Handling it is Walker. Walker moving up to her right side. Handling it again is French, and a hard check to the back of the head. That'll be a yellow awarded to Michigan State's 35. Apologies, 45. That'll be on Dudek. It's an illegal hit high to the head. Hopefully everything's okay over there. Apologies, that was on number 25. That was on Madison Parmalee. And as most might be able to tell, it's a very physical one. There's been overall 6 yellow cards been awarded in this one. 4 coming from Michigan State. The other 2 coming all the way from, apologies, there's actually been 7. 3 have came from Auburn, 4 have came from MSU. So be given right back to MSU. Spartans now moving forward, number 6, Abigail Soriano. This one getting passed around at midfield. Handling it again is Grenadier. Grenadier dishing this one all the way out to 46. That's Rennick. Rennick now handling it on the left side. Now moving forward with it, Rennick. Rennick cutting back at the center of the arc. She'll move in on the left side. Can't find an open shooting lane. She'll pass this one out to the top of the fan. Handling it again is Soriano. Soriano now passing this one out to number 8. That's Abby Losi. Losi handling it now. Losi now passing it over to the right side of the fan. Here was a centering pass, but picked off by Auburn. Auburn now will try to take it and change ways of possession. Handling it now, number 6 for Auburn. That's going to be Emmy Morin. Morin moving forward. Emmy passes this one back. Handling it is Walsh. Walsh goes for a cross-court pass, and she finds it. Solid crossfield pass there by Walsh. Now handling it is Auburn. Now moving in on the inside. And a bounce shot. Gets it to go. Falling to her feet. Number 4, Fiona McNally scores her 2nd of the night. And Auburn's 17th of the night. And the score here starting to get away from Michigan State as I'm even running out of room on my clipboard for this one. And Auburn goes up 17-9. Great game being played between the Tigers and the Spartans in the Coliseum that is known as Tempe, Arizona. We'll say it's a breezy night here, better than most cold Midwest weather. I would take a nice little breeze over here. Auburn and MSU getting ready for face-off at midfield. Getting ready to get tossed up. Here it is. This one going over the head of MSU. Fighting for it is Auburn. Auburn lose possession of this. This gets deflected away, and Tara Walsh will take control. She does a great cut on the inside part of the fan. She'll toss this one over and trying to score again on a bounce shot, and they do so. Abby Kavanaugh, her 7th of the night. And Abby Kavanaugh with her 7th goal of the night. 18-9 is the score here in Tempe, Arizona, and a 9-point deficit is ahead of the Spartans. 4th quarter of play. This will be one of the last games being played out in the Cactus Classic today. There'll still be a lot more on the slate for tomorrow. South Mountain Sports, thanks everybody so much for tuning in. We thank you for tuning in, and so does all of our fellow announcers and camera operators here tonight, all volunteering for some more exciting lacrosse matchups across all of the Valley and across all the states. Back to the action. MSU facing off against Auburn. 18-9 is the score. MSU controlling it in their own zone. Number 27 for MSU handling it. That's going to be Olivia Shaw. Shaw moving forward on the far side. Being guarded tightly, however, by number 29. That's Aaliyah Sala. Now getting passed around in the back of the midfield. Handling it, Amanda Grenadier. Grenadier now being guarded tightly by 2 defenders from Auburn. Auburn now backing off for a second. Handling it's number 13, that's Emma Carrier. Emma Carrier passing it over to Taylor Young. Taylor Young moving forward, splitting through defenders and splitting through traffic. Young taking this one forward. Defenders have to stay at midfield. Here's Young trying to cut up on the inside. Trying to find an open shooting lane. She'll dish this one right back out to number 24 for MSU. That's going to be Alina Bowman. Bowman does not have a goal yet tonight for MSU. However, she's looking for her first. Number 13 handling it now, Emma Carrier. Here's Grenadier on the back end of the net. Handling something on the inside part of the crease. Grenadier goes for a solid spin move, trying to move in on the arc, and she gets it to go! Barely being able to find it. A deflection off of Ashley Delabredo. And that'll be a goal given to Amanda Grenadier, and I believe that'll be her hat trick. 10-18. Both teams in double-digit territory. And now, MSU down by 8 against the Auburn Tigers. Still a far lead to catch for MSU, however, still hopeful. Auburn, 18-10 against Michigan State. Spartans will face off again at midfield. Still a lot of time left. Maybe a little bit of time. We still don't really know all the way over here in the announcer's tent, but promise, stick with us. It's still going to be a great rest of tonight. Even if there's a few minutes left, it'll be some of the most exciting minutes in lacrosse here in Tempe, Arizona. Getting ready on field B. Squaring off. MSU taking control. Amanda Grenadier, after getting the hat trick, takes possession, trying to go all the way from the midfield, all the way over into the inside crease. And she'll throw this one down, but this gets blocked solid by Ashley Delabredo. And Auburn not able to handle this one. This one being scooped around a little bit. A nice ground ball recovery here by Auburn. Auburn moving forward with it, trying to go for an over-the-head throw, but this gets squandered. Handling it now is Lily Brown on the far end of the fan. She'll move forward, looking for fellow teammates on the inside. Can't do anything with it. Lily will pass this one over to Allen. Allen now handling this one. Passing it over to Early. Early cuts on the inside. A bounce shot, but she gets hit a little hard on her way down from her shooting form. However, that'll result in a no goal, and that'll be squandered opportunity. Auburn will take it right back. Here's Early trying to go for another shot, and this one falls in. And little dribbler here for Emma Grace Early, and she gets a goal. And make this 10-19 now. And Early finds a goal pretty late. And now Auburn, a 9-point lead over MSU. And a little dribbler just kind of rolled in there right past the outstretched glove of Allison Brettbach. Face off now at midfield. And this gets up and over MSU players. Auburn trying to get it right back. Auburn now and MSU on an aggressive attack. All fighting for it. Auburn gets it. This gets swatted away. Michigan State fighting for it. Spartans trying to get control on the near end. In Auburn's own zone. Moving forward with it, however, is McWorthy. Worthy passing this one over to Grenadier. Grenadier will get fouled inside of the arc. She'll get a shot opportunity here. Big moment, too, again for the Spartans, but an even bigger moment for Amanda Grenadier. And she'll try to take a shot here. This one gets hit off the top part of the stick for Ashley Delabrato. And now handling it well is Auburn. They'll lose possession of this one quickly. However, this one gets passed back to midfield. Auburn Tigers trying to score one more before the end of this one. Reese Merkel into the game now for Auburn. Losing possession of it is Lily Brown. Lily Brown, too, trying to move forward with this one. Brown, 2 goals on the night. She's looking for a hat trick of her own. Stuart Allen calling for it for a centering pass, but this will be for nut. And on the inside part of it, trying to go for a top shelf shot was Tara Walsh. And that was not able to find back net. 2-minute warning now upcoming for the final matchup of the Cactus Classic on this Friday night. Don't worry, still more games to come. Stuart Allen tried to go for a pass on the left side, but that one got poked out. Handling it now, trying to get the pass off is Camila Zavala. Zavala passes this one over to Reese Merkel. Merkel now moving forward with it at the top of the fan. Merkel cuts left. She gets swatted, and that one gets poked away. Here's Stuart Allen trying to make an advance on the inside. She'll throw it. And a great block, however, by Allison Brettbach, being able to swat that one away. Tara Walsh wasn't able to control that one. That gets hit away. However, still a foul upcoming now for Auburn. Auburn has the opportunity. Move forward and score one more before the end of this. Walsh now, spin moves, gets checked in the back. However, Auburn continues to move forward. Good pass along the back end of the net. Lily Brown in control. Brown trying to pass this one forward. She'll just cut across the top of the fan. Handle this one over to Walsh. Walsh right back over to 21. That's Ari French. Trying to handle this one well is Walsh. Walsh trying to move up on the inside. Tries to go for an overhead pass, but looks like she got kind of hit a little hard there and in a little bit of discomfort as she walks off the field. Thank you so much. And hopefully everything's okay with Tara Walsh. She's on the sideline, a little bit of discomfort. And it looks like this will be a sideline issue. Looks like trainers are handling something else on another field, so they'll come and check her out in just a moment. We'll get back to the action. Here's the foul opportunity. Now upcoming for Auburn. Auburn moving up on the back end of the crease. Trying to move forward. Here's Stuart Allen. Stuart Allen with a great goal and a deflection off of Allison Brentbach, and that deflects off her helmet. And that'll be Stuart Allen's first goal of the night. And Stuart Allen with a phenomenal goal and an absolute beaut. And now Auburn goes up 20-10. And that was an excellent goal, again, by Stuart Allen, being able to get the deflection off. Some stranger goals have happened here tonight. However, it's nonetheless a great performance and a great showing by both of these teams. MSU started hot. The defense has still been top tier all night long for MSU. However, the main difference maker in tonight's game has been Abby Cavanaugh with over 6 goals in tonight's outing, 7 to be exact. Of an early face-off, and that'll be awarded right back to Auburn. Auburn moves forward with Early. Early scored a goal a little bit earlier ago. That blowhorn will signal the end to this game. The Auburn Tigers take down the MSU Spartans in the last half of the Cactus Classic on Friday night in Tempe, Arizona, 20-10. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening to the South Mountain Sports Network on YouTube. My name's Kai Jenagavas. I was your play-by-play and color commentator tonight on Field B. Joined alongside me, my cameraman and good friend, Matt Weisker. It's been a fun one. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget that there is still more games to come Saturday evening all the way till Saturday night. We'll have an all-star game for you, too, at 6 o'clock, just after our official kind of championship meeting that we'll have down there. But we'll be back here tomorrow evening. Don't forget, first game starts at 8 a.m. Me and Matt will be there together. And thank you guys so much again for listening to the South Mountain Sports Network on YouTube.